Okay, so welcome, Robbie.
Hello, Mircea.
To Echoes of a Dying World. So, as goes light, so goes darkness. Divinity lost in brands of weakness. Power divided by three, astray by morrow. As goes faith, so comes sorrow. The beginning and the end loved each other without regret. One fell, the other waned. Without unity, strength is profaned. Demons, lonely and unloved, consumed the flesh of the last god, gifting passion and hope to those hated, shunned, and forever abhorred. Legends sing of bygone vestiges, scattered adrift with no presages, conquered by memories and dreams. Only one can bind them and rule supreme. Our story begins in the world of Orstera, a world of magic, worship, and mysteries, forged in the love of two gods, Orsa and Finis, the beginning and the end. Many seasons have passed since its birth, and unknown ages of bloodshed and tranquility riddle this old and beautiful sphere. The continent of Palladion is on the verge of yet another war. Since Eobul the Conqueror was first anointed by the primordial chaos, divine Horus, over 500 years have passed. Years in which the holy Ganabalt Empire humbled nations, consumed races, and compelled people to kneel before its might, or be crushed for their defiance. Eobul's descendants still nest on the eternal throne of the great empire, bolstered by the unyielding creed and dogma of the Holy See of Tryon. You either bend the knee and show obedience, or become a heretic and branded for death. With its great military might, wealthy golden bloodlines, and prophets of a mandatory doctrine, very few dare stand in the face of the titan that is the Ganabalt Empire. Your story, Ione, starts in the beautiful port town of Tidecrest. The sun rises slow and golden over the indigo deep, its light dancing on the endless purple like coins scattered across silk. The waves roll in with a soft rhythm, steady and eternal, whispering against the stone walls of the harbor. Tidecrest wakes early. Before the light fully hits the cobblestone streets, the docks are already alive. You hear it before you see it, creaking wood, snapping sails, and the sharp calls of sailors and merchants bartering over crates of wriggling fish. Small boats bob in from the sea, hulls heavy with the morning's catch. The smell of salt and seaweed mixes with the scent of fresh bread and smoked mackerel drifting from open-air stalls lining the port market. Fishmongers shout prices. Children chase gulls. The gulls shout louder. Das dau mai încet. Tidecrest is built on craft and current. Shops hug the winding side streets, leather workers, glass blowers, tailors and smiths. Artisans call out over anvils and from under hanging herbs and silks. But it's the main way, the great road, cutting straight through the town like a blade through parchment, that ties it all together. Wagons clatter up and down its length, ferrying goods between the docks and the upper tiers of town. It's wide, dusty, and always busy. Întreba altă melodie, scuze. Așa. Dacă e prea tare muzica, să-mi zici. Bine?
E ok, pot și eu să controlez volumul.
The port itself is massive, stretching out like a wooden arm into the sea. Stone piers and stacked crates, nets drying in the sun, sailors singing as they work. Empire banners flap in the sea wind, deep crimson and gold, while white-clad knights of the Empire patrol with stern eyes and polished steel. Alongside them, blue-uniformed sea officers, tight coats, as the locals call them, keep a more relaxed watch, laughing with sailors and slapping backs as they move along the wharfs. Tychecrest is beautiful, not in the way of paintings, but in the way of a place that lives. It breathes with trade, with the sea, with stories waiting to be told. Just off the main way, nestled between a baker's with always foggy windows and a tailor who never smiles, stands the Laaki family shop. A handsome two-story building of dark wood and bright paint, with spice jars stacked in the windows and wind chimes that sing whenever the sea breeze rolls in. It's not the biggest store in Tychecrest, but it doesn't need to be. It's just right. Inside, the air is thick with the scent of turmeric, cinnamon, and clove. Clove? Spices brought all the way from the continent of Arun, traded for silks or coin and carefully packed in lacquered? Nu știu cum se pronunță asta, cu lac. Boxes that line the back wall. Lacquer. Shelves brim with trinkets from the eastern isles and the southern sands, hand-carved bone combs, lacquered fans, bright coral necklaces and polished wooden toys that rattle or spin. No magic here, nothing dangerous or flashy, just rare, beautiful things that speak of far-off lands and bring a quiet, steady stream of profit to the Laaki family. The people of Tychecrest know the shop well. Some love it, regulars who come in just to talk or buy a small pouch of saffron. Others speak behind closed doors, muttering about how a pair of Mikote managed to get their hands on such a prime location, on how they afford the taxes, the protection, the bribes. Still, the coin keeps flowing and the Laaki name is known. Your father, Xet, se scrie și cred că așa se și pronunță, nu doar set, e X apostrof S-E-T-H.
Pronunță Seth?
Set sau Xset, nu știu, că Mikote are weird. So Set, Laaki, is impossible to miss. Broad-shouldered and bright-eyed, with strong arms and a laugh that rolls out of him like thunder. His hair, a striking mix of white and pink, catches the light when he steps outside to haggle or haul crates in from the docks. He always seems to be smiling, even when the tension in the streets is thick enough to cut. Xet was born to talk, to charm, to shake hands with one man while making a deal with another. He's a good man, but a clever one too. That's how your parents survived. Your mother, Cori, is the opposite in many ways. Her black hair is cut short for ease, her eyes always sharp, always watching. She doesn't smile as much, she doesn't laugh in public. There's always a tightness in her voice, a question behind every glance. Who's watching? Who's listening? Who's waiting for them to slip? She was the one who made the lists, counted the coin, memorized the bribe schedules. She remembers every name, every threat. They had you later in life, when the shop was thriving, the ledgers clean, and their names known in all the right circles. They waited because they had to. Because in the Ganabalt Empire, a Mikote child is a risk you can't afford to raise poor. And so, Yoneto, you grew up among the scent of spices and the sounds of haggling, surrounded by stories from sailors and secrets whispered behind curtains. Your parents gave you a good life, better than most, but even as you played between the shelves, a part of you must have known safety here is never free. The morning sun spills through the shop's front windows, catching on glass jars and polished wood. Inside, the air is warm and thick with the scent of cinnamon and dried citrus. Somewhere in the background, you can hear the faint clink of coin and the steady scratch of a quill. You sit behind the counter, legs kicked up on a stool, your nose buried in one of your books, The Seas Beyond Arun, 3rd edition, the one with the cracked spine and that folded map tucked between its pages. The shop is calm right now, just waking up. The real rush won't start for another hour or two. Your father, Seth, moves with his usual energy near the front display, rearranging spice jars, stacking coral combs, just so, brushing dust off a polished wooden box with the practice hand. Every motion of his carries purpose and pride. He's humming something low under his breath, a song you've heard since you were small. In the back room beyond the curtain, your mother, Corey, is hard at work. You can hear her now and then muttering as she tallies numbers, counting coins into neat stacks, flipping through worn account books. Every so often, she sighs. She always sighs in the mornings. Then, the bell above the door chimes. Ting, 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 ting. You glance up and there he is, short, round, and dressed in finely embroidered teal. Jajariku Nanariku, owner of the small gem stall 3 buildings over. A lalafel, with fingers like spiders and a voice like sweet wine. Lalafels are basically gnomes.
Da. Mă cheamă încă o dată.
Jajariku Nanariku. Cu J. Jajariku.
Jajariku nanariku.
He strolls in with a practiced grin, hands tucked into his white sleeves. Ah, young Master Ione, he says with a cheerful bow. Still swimming in book instead of coin. Brains before bargains. I like it. He gives you a sly wink, then turns towards your father, who greets him with a firm nod and that ever-present smile. Jajariku, Seth says, folding his arms. You're out early. Early is when the best news float in, Seth, Jajariku replies, voice dropping as he steps closer to the counter. And speaking of news, he leans in, his voice lowers. You instinctively tilt your head just slightly, pretending to keep reading while your ears do the real work.
Yep.
There's a stranger in the port, Jajariku says, his tone like velvet now. Arrived just after the dawn? Big ship, no flags, no known crew? But, he raises one finger, the goods. Ah, you should see what he's unloading. Your father raises an eyebrow, intrigued. Trinkets from Arun, paintings, tapestries, spices I've never even heard of, sculptures, ivory. Jajariku glances around, then leans just a bit closer. Some say he's got forbidden stock, things from the Sere. Not fakes, real Sere trinkets. Maybe even phoenix silk. Don't ask how he got it. Your father whistles low under his breath. And the prices? He asks. Steep? Steep? Jajariku says with a grin. But everyone already flocking to see. If there's coin to be made, it's going to happen today. With that, he claps his hands together. Well, that's all I say for now. Just thought your family might want a head start. He tips an invisible hat towards you, Ione, again. Good day, young master. Don't let the grown-ups hoard all the fun. And he leaves out. And with a swish of his sleeve and the jingling of his many rings, Jajariku Nanariku is gone. The shop is quiet again for a beat. Your father turns towards you. Ione, he says, calm but clear. Put the book down. He walks over, reaches beneath the counter and places a small leather pouch on the wood. You can hear the soft cling of coin inside. Take this, 100 platinum. Your mother's voice immediately cuts in from the back before you can even respond. The curtain whips aside. Xet! She says sharply. No! He's ready, dear, your father replies without looking at her. He's 12, he's sharp, he listens, he knows how to talk, and it's time he starts seeing what this trade really is about. Cory steps forward, eyes flicking to you, then back to your father, back to you, then back to your father. No, it's not safe. Not with the Empire watching. Not with that kind of stock. What if someone follows him? Xet finally turns to her, still smiling, but softer now. Se apropie de ea, o ia de mână, o mângâie un pic pe cap, încercând să liniștească. He'll just look, just watch, learn. And indeed, if the goods are real, if they're worth anything, he comes back and tells me. Then he comes towards you, he puts a hand on your shoulder, firm and steady. You've grown up in this shop, Ione. You've seen how we do business. Now I want to see what you can do. He pushes the pouch towards you. Go! See what this merchant from Arun is selling. Find out who he is, what he's asking, and whether any of it's worth our time. Don't flash the gold unless you have to. Don't get too close. You feel your mother's eyes on you, worrying, sharp, and unspoken. But your father's still smiling. Think you're up for it, boy?
I don't know, but I'm willing to try, yeah.
Very well, where there's a will, there's always a way. That's what I like to say. Now, îți mai dă una peste spate, te împinge, take the pouch. Go! Snoop around.
Ok. Întrebări.
Yes.
Deci, ce merchants suntem noi? Am auzit spice-uri.
So, no magic items.
Da.
You sell all sorts of trinkets. În principal spices, care sunt din Arun. Dar în afară de spices, there are all sorts of trinkets, like, nu știu, bone combs, jewelry, all sorts of boxes, nu știu, tiny statues, bigger statues, artwork, clothes, all sorts of art pieces, de toate, efectiv de toate. But not food sau chestii de genul ăsta.
Ok, deci Tidecrest e un oraș care
Yes.
travelers
Yes.
și se opresc aici și
Yes.
se mai uită prin jur, trec pe la noi, zic, oh, aia e cool, o iau.
Yes,
Și
so
așa
Tidecrest,
face
yeah, Tidecrest is a small port town located next to the Indigo Deep Ocean. Orașul în sine nu e foarte mare, are în jur de 900-1000 de souls in it, dar sunt foarte mulți traveling merchants, adventurers care vin în Tidecrest. De asemenea, în Tidecrest există un adventurers hall. În tot felul de orășele din astea, în outposturi, există adventurers halls, conduse de masters or ladies, și tot felul de aventurieri care, în funcție de rancul pe care l-au, poate să-și ia misiuni. Să omoare monștri, să prindă pirați, să whatever. There are many inns and shops that open their doors to visitors and locals alike. In spite of the town's relatively small size, many merchants and fishermen ply their trade there, ensuring it is bustling with life, even if relatively few people actually live here. Several market stalls can be also found next to the docks.
Yeah, so it's a big tourist economy, and since it's a port city,
Yes.
there's no problem with food. It can come from the ocean or outside. That's cool.
Also, orașul e localizat în partea de sud de The Southern Gates, care fac legătura dintre the Northern Domains and the Southern Domains. Deci, pe lângă faptul că vin traveling merchants din The Indigo Deep și se opresc în Tidecrest sau trec de The Southern Gate și intră inside of the sea, vin și din nord înspre sud sau din sud înspre nord.
Da.
Foarte mulți din Imperiu. Și toți trec prin Tidecrest. De-aia sunt foarte multe inns, shops.
Da. M-am întrebat de asta, că suntem merchants și we are doing pretty well.
Yeah. De asemenea, luat în considerare faptul că voi fiind beast folk, cum generic orice Micote, Viera, Hrothgar, orice alte rase care are beast blood, sunt considerați impuri și, bineînțeles, sub the perfect citizens of the Ganabalt Empire. Și voi sunteți citizens, dar beast folk sunt ce au rămas din The Sun Kingdom, care au fost cuceriți și distrus de Imperiu, și majoritatea beast folk sunt sclavi. Acum, bine, mai sunt și care sunt liberi, evident există excepții.
Da, dar fiind oraș de turiști și vine multe lume pe aici, probabil nu e problemă cu noi, că
nu, atâta timp cât
pe toată lumea.
Atâta timp cât îți plătești the bribes și you bribe the right people and you have the right connections, you are safe.
Da. Mă întrebam de guards, de gardieni, adică
yes.
Fiind merchants și ne descurcăm bine, mă întrebam dacă avem un paznic, un security guard sau ceva.
Nu aveți un security guard per se, you do bribe the knights and the guards of Tidecrest, the Sea Knights as well. Nu ați avut probleme, adică nimeni nu ar îndrăzni neapărat să fure de la un shop care e sub protecția la The Church sau la The Knights. Doar dacă, nu știu, vin din exterior, probabil. Sau.
Deci în orașul ăsta nu prea sunt...
sunt atacuri, sunt mulți pirați. Sunt mulți pirați care trec... Pirați. Deci asta e marea problemă, că sunt pirați care vin în partea de interior of the Indigo Deep și vin și mai atacă. S-a mai întâmplat în trecut să fie persoane răpite sau chestii de genul ăsta. Orașul a mai fost și atacat de multe ori în trecut, deci pericol există și din exterior.
Da. Sunt traderi în oraș care totuși au private security?
Singurii care ar avea private security ar fi the few nobles that are living in Tidecrest. Probably the local lord sau lady.
Okay.
They would have... bine, s-ar putea să angajezi un, eu știu, mercenary sau adventurers, you can probably pay them to protect your wares or whatever. N-ar fi asta o problemă.
De unde vine marfa noastră din familie?
Marfa voastră vine de regulă din Arun or outside of the Empire via ships.
Mai zi o dată, care-i Arun? Exact.
Alt continent.
Deci e în dreapta sau...
Sunt 4 mari continente, continentul din... Imaginează-ți așa, un plus. Știi?
Da.
Și Arun e the Eastern Continent. Voi sunteți în Paladion, care e the Northern Continent. So, sud-est, de unde ești tu acum localizat, și o călătorie de jumătate de an sau nu știu nu mai știu câte luni, că am calculat odată, nu știu câte luni durează un drum până acolo.
Aoleu.
Mult.
Traderul ăsta unde m-au trimis...
Da, nu se știe, ceva merchant care au venit, acum au apărut. Bine, deci nu e ceva neobișnuit să apară traveling merchants. Deci you have the normal merchants care they have their shops, their stalls și așa mai departe. Asta e idealul ca și merchant, să nu mai călătorești. Dar de regulă când îți începi viața de merchant, ești un traveling merchant, ca să-ți faci conexiuni, ca să-ți faci relații, ca să înveți, ca să-ți procuri diferite bunuri. De regulă se duc într-o zonă și vând bunuri care nu prea se găsesc în zona respectivă și iau ieftin bunuri care se găsesc în zona aia și atunci se duc în altă zonă care nu au bunurile alea achiziționate, ca să facă profit.
Și eu știu cam ce idei sunt întâlnit la noi și ce-ar fi.
Păi tot ce înseamnă sea food și chestii de genul ăsta, clar ar fi aici. Basically, that's ce s-a găsit cel mai des. Ce sunt rare și din astea sunt trinkets, of course, aduse din Arun, alea de regulă sunt foarte scumpe. Nobilii de regulă au mulți bani și cumpără all sorts of art pieces and exotic, nu știu, materials, cloth și chestii astea ca să-și facă rochii, să-și facă costume, diferite tipuri de jewelry, chestii de genul ăsta, iar se vinde foarte bine. Knowledge is also very, cum să zic, highly sought after, adică especially magical books sau chestii de genul ăsta. Alea de regulă ajung la nobil și ajung în Atlas, dar to be studied.
Atlas?
Atlasdam, da.
Ăla.
Da, Atlasdam, it's the largest city in the flatlands și basically the city holds the greatest library in the empire. Și aici e și the Royal Academy, where nobles and very wealthy individuals send their children to study the secret arts of divine and arcane magic. Magia e foarte regulated in the empire. De regulă doar nobilii au acces. Cărțile care au speluri bune și especially the arcanes sunt închise under lock and key, lanț pe ele, sunt protejate de imperiu. Și de regulă doar nobilii au acces la ele, dar există încă un oraș, Herminia, tot în the flatlands, exact, unde the commoners go to study. Și acolo e basically campusul, sunt facultățile, universitățile și acolo iară there's a lot of knowledge there. În trecut, o chestie ce poate din cărțile ce le-ai tot citi, ai ști. Yeah, let's your first roll. Let's roll a history check. First roll. O să ai și un inspiration de la mine. Deci când vrei să-l folosești, you can use it.
Ok. Dau normal, dau click.
Ok, 11. Ok, so the Seekers. So, în trecut, pentru că, după cum am zis, arcane and divine knowledge și spells și așa și books erau foarte regulated și ținute under lock and key, unii nobili, studenți, ce s-au gândit ei să facă pe vremuri? S-au gândit să facă niște bani în plus. Probably lower nobles. Și ce făceau? Luau și copiau speluri și knowledge din cărțile alea și le vindeau pe sub mână. That's basically how this underground movement started many years ago, hundreds of years ago. Și toată chestia asta a crescut până a devenit un ordin secret known as the Seekers. Și the Seekers basically se împart în mai multe facțiuni, like the Runners, care să versați în schimbul de informații și to procure stuff.
Runners?
Da, the Runners de regulă asta fac, schimb de informații, duc scrisorile, dar nu scris nimic, totul e mental. Totul e mental. They have their secret hideouts, their secret roads that they use and so on. Deci e un grup din ăsta de spies and an underground merchants and underground traders for information and goods care basically they exist in the underbelly of the Gunabalt Empire. Imperiul, bineînțeles, îi vânează de nume. Ăștia sunt the Seekers și ei practic provin din Herminia. Dar, da, deci informațiile astea ar fi foarte valoroase. Așa, and about divine magic. Dacă cineva manifestă divine magic, they are taken by the empire. Unii și, câteodată și arcane, dar depinde cât de puternic ești sau cât de rară e magia care o ai și așa mai departe. De regulă ești basically brainwashed și forced to fight for the empire. You become their soldier, their puppet. And they have means to brainwash you.
Da. Ce am la mine?
Ce ai la tine?
Haine.
You have, da, your clothes, you have a pouch of basically 1000 gold pieces sau 100 platinum for ease of use. Așa, pur și simplu. Ține aici, în prima level 0, 1000 gold. Hai să vedem ce faci cu ești. Da. Așa. And that's it. You can have like your dagger, maybe an explorer's pack or some pack that you have on you, some books or a journal, and that's it.
Aia aveam să știu, mai am și alte containere, nu numai pouch-ul ăsta, nu pot să-mi țin...
Sure, you can take your backpack, you can take whatever your nu știu, ce crezi tu că poți să ai un ghiozdan, whatever.
Da.
A satchel or whatever, ce poți să folosești, that's not the problem. So yeah, this is your first mission given to you by your father. Ține 1000 gold, vezi what's all about this merchant The goods, the prices and everything.
Da. Ok. Nu vreau să țin toți banii într-un loc.
Ok.
Dacă pierd locul ăla, gata, sunt dus.
Ok. Of course.
Să am o geantă din aia, cum zici?
A satchel?
Satchel, da. Așa.
Din ăla? Da, un shoulder din ăla, știu.
Un satchel și un pouch pe waist, care va fi sub satchel.
Ok.
Să fie distanță. Și atunci am pun 90 în pouch-ul ăla mai ascuns.
Ok.
Așa, și 10 în geantă. Just in case, you know.
Ok.
Da, încă o întrebare. Avem, știu eu cumva că părinții au avut ocazia sau chiar au if they really used to trade sometimes in some shady stuff.
Din câte ai văzut tu, nu.
Din câte
ai văzut tu, nu. It's corect. Everything is about is above the table. Deci nu ai văzut să aibă dealings with some shady people. The only shady person cu care chiar vine și care se pare că e pe bune un prieten sau așa e Giargiaricu Nanaricu, care he sells jewels and precious gems and stuff like that. Și ți-am zis, you have the local nobles care vin din când în când și pun o comandă, de exemplu. Uite, vreau nu știu ce din Arun, poți să-mi faci rost de Phoenixil din The Seirei sau faze de genul ăsta, da? Bineînțeles, stai că tu tot timpul le zice, Phoenixil is forbidden, it's from the Seirei lands. Că The Seirei lands, așa, ca o chestie, tu te-ai născut cu un an înainte să se termine războiul cu ei. Războiul nu s-a terminat cu un câștigător, with a winner, pentru că The Seirei, ei sunt conduși de dragoni. They call them the Kamis. Și the king of the Seirei lands, Trishula...
zei, Kamis.
Kamis, da, zeii lor, da, așa zic ei. The Kamis, Trishula, the king of the Seirei lands, basically summoned an everlasting ice wall. Dita mai zidul de gheață. Și magie foarte puternică, nu se pot apropia armata, efectiv, nimeni nu se poate apropia de zidul ăla because they freeze to death. Au încercat pe urmă să războiască pe ocean, dar nu au avut nicio șansă pentru că flota maritimă a celor de la The Seirei era mult mai avansată decât la The Ganabalt Empire și basically de vreo 11 ani acum e pace. O pace, așa, un...
Ceasefire
a ceasefire. Yeah, a stalemate, basically, da.
Ok, aici Seirei ăsta e jos în stânga pe
Nu, Seirei e în partea de nord-est.
Nord.
Da.
Ok.
Încoace. So, basically, undeva pe acolo e dita mai zidul de gheață.
Ok. Crezut că tot ce e acolo e Ganabalt Empire.
Toată zona aia, unde ce nu vezi pe hartă și așa, continuă un plic de Flatlands și de Frostlands și așa, dar la un moment dat e Niemandsland, e No Man's Land, știi? Ce-a rămas după războiul... 14 sau 17 ani a fost război cu The Seirei, îți dai seama, imaginezi acolo The Spirit Warriors, The Dragons, ăștia au Shinigami și tot felul din ăștia care s-au bătut cu The Ganabalt Empire.
Da. Ganabalt Empire atunci au mai mult teritoriu decât ce văd eu aici pe hartă.
Un picuț. Ți-am zis, harta este reprezentativă, dar nu cu mult peste ce e aici. Oricum au mult teritoriu. Ai mai fi auzit inclusiv că au ceva outpost și ceva teritoriu inclusiv în partea de sud a continentului, beyond the Clifflands, beyond the Sunlands, beyond the Golgonda Desert, undeva în sud. Dar it's unreachable by land. A trebuit să traversezi munți și deșert pentru foarte mult timp și n-ai cum că mori. Și atunci, de regulă, se duc pe Indigo Deep sau de Azure Deep. Adică în partea cealaltă.
Ok. Așa. Are un nume merchantul ăsta?
Păi nu știm. Nu știm, nu ți-o zis nimeni niciun nume.
Deci numai că îi pe acolo pe undeva.
Yes.
Port.
Yes.
Ok. No. Bine. Încă o chestie. Eu cu ce ajut în shop-ul nostru? Ce fac eu? în afară de citit cărți?
Păi nu știu, ți-ar fi pus să faci curățenie, să ții inventar, stack the shelves, nu știu. Nu cred că te-ar fi lăsat maică-ta să te ocupi de ledger și accounting stuff și să numeri bani sau faze de genul ăsta. Nu știu dacă atâta manual labor, cât mai degrabă să vinzi, să chestii din astea. Nu știu dacă te-ar fi lăsat neapărat să haggle-ui încă sau să încerci să obții un preț cât mai bun. Dar de vândut chestii, da, te-ar mai fi lăsat.
Ok, atunci...
Și bineînțeles ai fi avut private tutors care te-ar fi învățat să citești, să scrii despre istorie, chestii de genul ăsta. Pentru că au bani și ar vrea să investească în educația ta.
Da. O să-mi zici când vine momentul legat de prețuri și așa, cum îmi dau seama dacă ceva, merită prețul sau...
Vedem atunci, o să spun.
Okay.
O să spun, o să fac greș.
N-am un punct de referință să...
Ok.
Știu, na bine.
Use your common sense. O să-ți spun.
Bine. Da. Let's go, I guess.
Ok.
Sau...
Ok.
Am vreun prieten care să...
Nu prea.
Zic că, nu?
Nu prea, nu prea, pentru că ești micote. Și nu prea. Aș zice că... Nope.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Mi-a venit o idee copilăroasă să mi-aduc prietenul la cumpărat.
Da, din păcate, nu.
Luxuri.
Nope.
Ok. Bine.
Nu pentru că sunteți bisfolk și atunci mulți... nu, ar fi foarte greu să-ți legi o legătură. Și cu ceilalți bisfolk chiar ți-ar fi foarte greu să-ți legi o legătură pentru că tăi sunt bogați. Și sunt cu imperiu. You're of two worlds, știi? Pe de o parte, bisfolk sunt săraci, tu nu, tu ești un bisfolk bogat care are relații cu imperiu, dar nici nu ești din imperiu, știi?
Goddamn double racism.
Yeah, double racism, of course. Ok. Mergem mai departe? O să ieși din shop să te duci să vezi acest merchant?
Da.
Ok.
Scuze că pun atâtea întrebări.
Nu, e foarte bine. Pune întrebări. Ia-ți notițele, trebuie să știi the setting, it's fine.
Da.
So you step out of the shop. The pouch of gold heavy at your side. The scent of spice still clinging to your clothes. Tightcrest is wide awake now. The streets hum with noise. Wagons clatter, vendors shout, gulls scream overhead. You move east, following the current of people down towards the docks. The sun is higher now, gleaming off rooftops and the bright banners that flutter from the ships moored at port. And then you see it. A crowd has gathered at the far end of the eastern dock, near a long, slick ship with unfamiliar markings and dark sails. It's not built like local vessels. Its hull is lacquered, its design sharp, elegant, foreign. People swarm around it, waving coin purses in the air, shouting offers, trying to get close. The goods are laid out in staggered displays of fine black cloth, on fine black cloth. Each item set apart as if it were sacred. Sculptures of ivory carved so intricately you'd swear they breathe. Boxes inlaid with mother of pearl, delicate as frost. Silk robes that shimmer with impossible color. A painting of the Arunan coast so vivid it looks like it might ripple in the wind. Every piece flawless. And the prices? You hear them called out, casual as breath. 10,000 gold! I'll give you 25,000 gold! 50,000 gold for the statue! Done! Even among the Tightcrest elite, wealthy merchants, well-dressed official, a noble or two, there's a tension. Frenzy. This isn't buying. This is hunting. And at the center of it all stands the merchant. Tall, slim, graceful. He wears a long golden coat embroidered with intricate designs that catch the sun with every subtle movement. Underneath a crisp white shirt and black trousers, all perfectly fitted, spotless, despite the chaos around him. His hair is golden blonde, just slightly curled, and falls past his shoulders. And his eyes are gold. Not that flat color of a coin, but bright, alive, like twin flames behind glass. A human, not local, not nervous. He moves with ease, confidence, and charm. Every gesture deliberate, every word a performance. He smiles as he speaks, gestures at his wears, lifts a carved box into the air as if it's made of starlight. People hang on his words, they believe him. You can see it, this man isn't just a merchant, he's an artiste. And business is his masterpiece. And watching him now, even you, Yone, can feel it. He's better than your father. He doesn't just know how to sell, he knows how to make people want, desperately. And as you stand at the edge of the crowd, watching this golden-eyed merchant work the room like a king without the throne, you know two things. One, everything he's selling is real, or it might as well be. And two, you've only got 1,000 gold, and this is going to be tricky.
Ok, mi-a intrat în cap în sfârșit că, bun, nu mi-ar fi dat 1000 gold dacă nu voia să iau ceva. Asta e un fel de...
E un test.
Da, e o investiție și nu numai în ce iau eu, dar și
exact.
în mine.
Exact.
Ok, da. Să vedem. Da. Și it's a expense they are willing to make for my sake.
38,000 gold pieces for the painting! 40,000 gold! 41! Sold to the gentleman in the high coat! She basically... They are hunting for the goods. So, do you go closer? Or how do you want to approach this?
Câtă lume? 10?
10 de persoane, da. Aș zice vreo 40-50 de persoane and people are coming more and more to see the ship and this merchant. Vezi inclusiv un grup de vreo 6-7 femei, printre care probabil și noblewomen, care sunt toate in awe at his beauty and grace. So you edged through the crowd, slipping between long coats and swinging purses, the noise of bargaining and bluster pressing in from all sides. But your eyes aren't on the buyers, not anymore. Your eyes are on him, this merchant. His name drifts through the crowd like smoke. Moren, someone says. Just Moren. No house, no sigil. And yet, M-O-R-R-N. And yet, people speak the name with a strange kind of respect. Or maybe fear. As you get closer, he finishes a deal. Hands over a box of red gold lacquerware to a noblewoman, pockets a small pouch without so much as glancing inside, and then his eyes flick to you. Golden, sharp, curious. He tilts his head just slightly and then he smiles towards you. Not the broad, charming grin he gave the others, no. This one's smaller, measured, real. A bit young to be in the game, he says, voice smooth, accent hard to place. Unless the pouch on your hip is just for show.
This game has no age requirement. If I have the coin, I can play.
Nothing here you can afford, he adds amused. But maybe there's something you need. Look around.
Something we can offer.
But not touching. Just look. If there's anything you find interesting, tell me.
Ok, mă uit prin jur. Bănui că toate piesele scumpe sunt mai mari. Are niște trincheturi mai mici ce parcă nu...
Okay, so let's make a perception check. Câte da?
5.
5? Okay. So, you look at the wells, you can see this beautifully carved ivory statue of a mermaid, undeva la 2 metri. 85.000 gold. Vezi ce vezi ceva very beautifully carved wooden boxes. Alea sunt un pic mai ieftine. You can see pearls inside of some of them, like you can see silver pearls, golden pearls, black pearls. Unele au niște prețuri exorbitante. You can see jewelry pieces foarte scumpe la fel. Prețurile încep de regulă de la 15-20 de mii gold plus. Unele nici măcar n-au gold, au platinum direct. Te uiți și nu vezi nimic care să fie in your price range. And then you meet his gaze again. And for a moment you... Yeah, sorry.
Înainte să mă uit la gaze-ul lui.
Sure.
Întrebări specific. M-am gândit, box, poate n-ar fi așa folositor, dar ce vede o noble person prima oară când caută bijuterii să poarte? Nu vede bijuteria, vede cutia în care e bijuteria. Deci dacă găsesc o cutie mai șmecheră, mai frumoasă sau nu știu, o mână pentru inele sau mai fain, nu știu, chestii.
Ok, o chestie în asta, stands sau faze de gen, de regulă sunt incluse în preț, adică vin cu perla sau cu bijuteria.
Aha.
But a stand, cu o mână sau chestii de genul ăsta, nu. De regulă inelele sau brățele sau așa sunt puse în beautifully carved boxes.
Ok.
Știi? Acum, probabil, if you want to try and haggle with him, he might be willing to part with one of two of his boxes. O altă chestie ce observi e că are și spice, dar spice pe care nu l-ai văzut până acum.
Okay.
Deci ceva ce nu se vinde la tine în shop. So that might also be interesting. Și pare să fie mai accesibil, adică gen 100 sau 200 gold, 10 grame sau faze de gen.
E per cantitate.
Da. Vede că trec câteva minute și te tot plimbi pe acolo, deja mai vândut câteva și la un moment dat se uită către tine and he gestures casually to a display near his side. It's a smaller spread, less flashy, easily missed. Lumea nu prea se uită neapărat în zona aia. So you do look in that vicinity and you can see something that catches your eyes. It's not a statue, not a relic. It's actually a book. Thick, it's bound in soft gray-blue leather that seems to shimmer faintly when the light touches it. Its corners are reinforced with the dark silvery metal. There's no title on the spine, but on the cover, etched deep into the leather, you see a series of sigils. Strange symbols. Symbols that don't match anything you've read before, not in any book from your family shelves, not even the old histories. Your breath catches. Because to Moren's eyes, those symbols mean nothing. No one understands them. Everything is decorative, maybe foreign. But to you, they move. Not literally. But your mind moves around them, through them. Your thoughts hook onto the curves and lines as if they were words you used to know. And now, they're coming back to you. It's like hearing a melody you forgot you could hum. Moren watches your face, something shifting behind his golden eyes. Din ceva motiv ignoră pe restul. Un noble woman, ceva care vrea să cumpere ceva bijuterii cu 30.000 gold, he just ignores her and he picks up the book with kind of a lazy grace and holds it out, not offering, not showing. Some grimoire from a rune, he says. Found it in the ruins of a burned out monastery. The language? Gibberish. My scribes couldn't make sense of it. Decorative nonsense, I thought. But, he leans in a bit. You're looking at it differently, aren't you? What's your name?
Ione.
Ione, nice to meet you. I'm Moren. Moren Thorn, at your disposal. Do you want it?
Yeah. I mean, it's very, very interesting. It piqued my interest. I do like to read, but mă mai tot dat așa pauză de 3-5 secunde la carte. Încă pare ciudat scrisul ăla, încă se...
Yeah, to you the sigils, the symbols, they look like arcane geometry. They aren't nonsense to you. Not to you. You don't know how you know, but you understand that this book isn't just old. It's calling, it's waiting for someone who can understand and can see past the ink. He's not pushing the sell, he's just curious. And he says, I let it go for, he looks at your pouch, 1,500 gold.
I mean, what use is it gonna be to me if I can't even read it? You said so yourself, it just seems like gibberish, right? Maybe someone in the city of Atlasdam will find it curious and take it off my hands, but there's no guarantee it will fetch any sort of good price. There's no way I would
Well,
so much for it.
then I must go to Atlasdam. Maybe I can find someone who's willing to pay the price. Let's roll a persuasion check. Let the haggling begin.
Ok. Avantajul înainte sau după rol?
Pentru ce?
Pentru persuasion.
Păi n-ai avantaj, just a normal roll.
Ăsta, mi-ai dat inspiration-ul.
Inspiration-ul e un reroll, basically.
Reroll, scuze.
Da.
Ok. Da, persuasion. Vreau reroll.
Ok, sure, reroll that. Ce zară le-ai dat până acum. Ok.
Bine.
Ok, zice, but on the other hand, 1,300 gold pieces. I mean, you look well dressed. You seem to have some coin at your disposal. And a young boy of... how old are you?
Just 12.
Just 12 years old and so much coin at your disposal. You come from a wealthy background, so that's the best I could do. 1,300 gold. You drive a hard bargain, my friend.
Well, the best I can do is 900, really.
900! Alright, 900. Alright. You should go and buy some spice. Și pune cartea înapoi. Vrei să-i mai zici ceva? Mai încerci să...
Nu știu, îmi dai niște timp să
You're a smart boy.
gândesc.
You're a smart boy. You got this. You got this, Robbie. I believe in you. Ai jucat cu mine ani de zile. You got this. Let's go back into the game. Come on, you got this.
Ok.
Hai să-ți mai citesc o dată descrierea cărții. Poate te ajută.
Ok.
Okay, so it's thick, bound in soft grey-blue leather that seems to shimmer faintly when the light touches it. Its corners are reinforced with a dark silvery metal. There is no title on the spine, but on the cover, etched deep into the leather, you see sigils. Strange one, symbols that don't match anything you've read. Not in any book from your family shelves, not even the old histories. Basically, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Și el ți-a zis așa, some grimoire from Arun, he says, found it in the ruins of a burned out monastery. The language gibberish. My scribes couldn't make sense of it. Decorative nonsense, I thought.
Da. you tried to have your scribes make sense of it? You're right, this did pique my interest. And I can't say I don't want to read it, but you do sound like you don't want to know what's inside at least.
Wait. What are you saying exactly? You understand the symbols?
It is an odd one indeed, but I can say I do get a sense. I know something about it. How about you give me the book for 900 and I will look at it and tell you whatever I can about what's inside.
1,000 and we have a deal. But you tell me what's inside.
Alright. With an added condition, if I don't know what's inside, I'll get my money back.
So you want your money back, and what about the book?
I mean, you can keep it then, if I don't know what's inside.
Yes, but then it's used.
Use that. I would just look at it. How would I use it with my eyes?
Alright. Let's write a contract. Și scoate foaie și scrie rapid un contract. Basically, pe scurt, el îți dă cartea, tu îi dai 1000 gold.
Da.
Și clauză suplimentară e că îți dă la dispoziție, nu știu, să zicem o săptămână cât stă el aici în Tightcrest ca să studiezi the glyphs. Și dacă recunoști și reușești să le deslușești, atunci să-i spui și lui despre ce e vorba. Iar în cazul în care expiră perioada de 7 zile și nu îi dai nicio informație și așa, atunci el îți returnează înapoi banii și tu îi returnezi înapoi cartea în aceleași condiții în care ți le-au vândut. Dacă cartea prezintă ceva, orice adăugire, ștersătură, zgârietură, whatever, atunci nu-ți mai dă banii înapoi.
Deal.
Alright, we have a deal, Ione!
Aș mai fi schimbat, dar am 12 ani.
Yeah. Contract, semnați fiecare contractul. Good to have a deal. If there is anything else that might catches your attention, you drive a hard bargain. I like you. You remind me of myself when I was young.
Yeah, well, I got great parents. You should maybe come by. Maybe there's something that will catch your interest in our shop.
Right, where's your shop?
Descriu pe...
Ok.
Oh, așa arătă.
Da, asta e bună. Asta e bună.
Mi-l imaginam cu părul scurt și...
Nu, părul... Nu.
Jet black, știi?
Ah, nu, golden. Am zis că golden... Un pic curly. Golden eyes, fair skin, human. Ok. Very well. Then, maybe later or maybe tomorrow, I'll visit your shop. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Use the time you have with the book wisely. Who knows what you might discover. Îți face cu ochiul și se duce să... To attend to the other buyers. O chestie ce observi e că nu-i nimeni cu el pe ship. Nimeni nu drăznește să fure. He's very keen. He's very... E foarte atent. Și... se descurcă singur. Se pare că n-are nevoie de cineva care să-l ajute.
Cât de mare e nava?
Nava e destul de mare.
Și nimeni? Nici pe ea?
Nu, e doar el.
Ok. I mean, that's weird. Very weird. Ok, plec după ce mi-a zis și el, ce îi zic și eu.
Ok.
Glad to have met you, Morin. You're a pretty cool guy.
Bye, Ione! Ok? So, where to now? Te întorci înapoi la shop?
Da. Sper că m-am descurcat bine, adică eu nu-s cu negoțul. Se potrivește, mă joc pe mine, nici eu
Păi
nu.
da.
N-am experiență în așa ceva, ca și...
Ok. So, you go back to your family's shop. Ok, so, în momentul în care intri înapoi în shop, you can hear the bell ringing above. Ting, 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 ting. Instant, maică ta țâșnește din spate, vine direct la tine. So, are you alright? Did anyone steal from you? Do you have any scars? Și efectiv se uită la tine la coadă să vadă dacă e coada întreagă, urechile. What is this? What did you buy? No, where are the money? Where is the money?
I'm fine. I got something.
Taică tu e like,
The most interesting thing I've seen so far.
alright, let's see what you've bought. No, you should yell at him. Why should I yell at him? Și încep iarăși the usual banter, că nu te educă cum trebuie, taică tu, că e prea blând cu tine, că ți-o dat mie gold, că...
Sunt lumea lor, eu scot cartea și o
Ok.
inspectez exteriorul mai întâi.
Ok, în momentul în care scoți cartea și pui acolo pe ăsta, pe teșghea, imediat și taică tu și maică ta, they are very intrigued and they immediately lean over your shoulder to watch and see what you bought. Și maică ta like, oh, not another book! Și taică tu, a book?
No, but look.
Alright. So,
Look, the symbols move, they glow. Nu mai știu, străluceau.
they do glow a bit in the sunlight. I don't understand. Okay, right. So, Ione, zice taică tu, tell me, why did you bought this and not anything else?
Well, he did have a lot of expensive things, and sure he had some spices. Maybe I could have haggled for some jewelry box on its own, but I've never seen a book like this. I mean, I've never felt like I want a book so bad before even knowing what's inside it. I mean, look, the symbols glow and move, and it's
Open it, show us.
so interesting. Da,
Are două claspuri, știi, din alea. You need to open them and then you can open the book. Immediately, the first thing you see, there's writing. I don't know, you can't read it, but the symbols, the colors, the rhythm, there's a pattern to it. It's like you can feel it, you can see it. And your mother, Corey, leans over your right shoulder and says, this might be dangerous. I mean, this might have magic. It might be an arcane book. Or might contain some forbidden knowledge. We need to be careful.
An arcane book? Și fac așa față de oh my god.
It might, if the rumors are true and he sells stuff under the counter, under the desk from the Seirei and from Arun, who knows? But how much did you pay for it? Întreabă taică tu.
Right. I forgot to mention. I bought it only because I thought I could figure out what's inside, because he doesn't know, and I made a contract with him.
Maică ta instant își pune mâinile în cap. Fucking contract, no! Ce se duce, aruncă chestii prin shop, taică tu râde.
It's fine. If I can't tell him what's inside, then I'll give him the book back in a week, and he gives me the money back. All of it. Just the book needs
No, boy, did you sell your soul? Tell me! Și începe să te tragă de gulă.
No, watch out for the book, don't damage it. I won't get my money back.
Taică tu râde. Alright. Maică ta se calmează și aranjează părul, își prinde părul înapoi în coc și aranjează bluza. Alright.
So I got nothing to lose. If the book is fine, then and I can see what's inside, I can keep it. If not, then I get all the money back. So it's like a win-win.
All right. So how much time do you have?
A week.
A week.
Oh right, I told him where we are. He said he's gonna.
You told him where the shop is! Mă, că tot iar. Direct a nebunit. Alright, tai că tu încearcă să calmeze spirite. So if I understand correctly, so you've bargained it from... mă gândesc că explici the bargain și așa.
Da.
From 1,500 to 1,000, that is very good. That is very good. Clearly this book is worth much more than 1,500 gold pieces. And that's the catch. Because he couldn't sell this to others, he sold it to you. He probably... There are very good merchants out there, but that from the shape of a pouch, from the weight and everything, they can approximately tell how much coin you have. So this might have been a psychological test to test you, to see how much gold you are willing to pay, stuff like that. He's good. He's good. This book might be very dangerous. But
why?
A contract is a contract. So I see we have a few options. So you manage to decipher it, and then we can sell it under the counter. At the same time, if you don't, you can just return the book and it's in good conditions and we can get the money back. So it's good for him too, it's good for us too, for you too. I will let you decide what to do because this is your dealing. But I feel that there is more to it than this. Did you manage to get his name?
Yeah, it's Morin. He's a merchant from...
În momentul în care zici Morin, instant îi se taie. He pulls back. Morin, you say?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
What, you've heard about him?
Morin Thorn. Oh, yes. Listen, Ione. This is your deal. I'm going to put my trust in you. It's just 1,000 gold. Whatever happens, happens. But the moment I feel that something's going on, something dangerous with you or the book or everything else, I will intervene and I will give him the book back. Regardless if we get our money back or not. Your money. But I will let you decide if it's not dangerous.
Alright, I mean, it's just a book. What could be dangerous about reading it?
Cory vine iară te strânge de cooler și trage de tine. You do not understand, boy! Magical books are dangerous, especially in the Empire. If it's cursed or if it has fell magic or anything, then the executioners will come. Not the executioners, the inquisitors will come. Or the avengers. Or even worse. They send the fucking doves or the vault.
The what now? Ultima chestie ce ai zis.
The vault or the doves or the vault. We need to keep this a secret. I trust you. Să uite la taică tu. I trust you. Să uite la tine, maică ta. I'm going back. I need some tea. Something to calm my nerves. Se duce să-și facă ceai. Taică tu îi zâmbește, se duce, încearcă să o calmeze un pic și îți zice, right. So, you decide. Se duce înapoi că încep să vină lumea și începe să prezinte bunuri și să vândă chestii.
I'm young and I barely have interaction, and the one thing I like is books. So my danger sense is not too developed. So why would I why would I think this is anything but adult over exaggeration?
Of course.
So I get to reading and inspecting the book and seeing what else I feel about it.
Okay. Let's make an investigation check. Oh! Finally a good roll. 17.
Where it matters more.
Ok, cool. Ok, o secundă. Ok. So, o să zic așa, you take out all your books, everything you have at your disposal. You look through everything that might have a connection to these writings, to the symbols in it. Nothing's come to mind. Singura chestie ce ar semăna mai mult ar fi geometrie și matematică and stuff like that. So you pull out every math book you have at your disposal, every theory you have, teoremă, formule, simboluri, chestii de genul ăsta. And indeed, after a few hours of comparing, taking notes, trying to find a sense to everything, you do find that you could use math to decipher not the entire book, probably to get a sense of what's about.
That's a good start.
So you do the math, it takes you about 3/4 of the day, and you do, pentru că nu știi limba, cum să-ți descriu asta, că nu știi limba, dar înțelegi cumva cam despre ce ar fi vorba. It's a book about basically using different formulas, different symbols, sigils, whatever, to create something, to do something with it. Every symbol, every configuration has a purpose, has a meaning to it, to, cum să zic, cumva de la intent to a result, to go from intent to result.
I see.
So in a sense it does resemble indeed probably one of those magical books you've heard about. It's probably magic. And as you draw sketches, as you draw the symbols and the lines and connect, not on the book, of course not. On your papers or whatever, pe hârtia ce o ai tu.
Yeah.
They do connect and they do something to you, to your brain. At some point, it becomes easier to understand. At some point, you begin to look at some symbols and you begin to understand them. So the more time you spend with the symbols and the writings and the book, the more you understand it.
Yes.
And and something changes in you. You feel different somehow.
Întrebare.
Yes.
Știu că există magie și
Yes.
whatever, da. Am văzut magie?
Dacă ai fi văzut vreodată magie, ai fi văzut probabil like lower tier stuff, like cantrips. O chestie ce ai ști despre magia din Orstera și în special din Gunnabald Empire e că există 3 tipuri de magie. So you have the divine magic, you have the arcane magic, care e for wizards and stuff like that, and then there's the fell magic, which is forbidden. The arcane magic was also forbidden many years ago, but things changed now, and some forms of arcane magic are permitted in the Gunnabald Empire. But whatever these symbols or the magic that's locked inside of this book is, it's very powerful magic. These are not cantrips. These are complex designs, old, ancient designs. Even așa, și o altă chestie ce pot să zic cu un 17, nu e neapărat hârtie. Paginile. So there's some sort of a very, very tiny leather of some sorts. Very resilient. Mai mult mizerie, nu atâta... A trecut prin multe cartea asta, dar nu... Paginile sunt încă intacte. Deci nu e mâncată de ceva insecte sau chestii de genul ăsta, bookworms sau faze din astea. Nu... Sunt pagini care sunt îndoite sau faze de genul ăsta, and at some point you do find there are complex pages folded in a system și dacă le desfaci, you can unfold like these longer sheets of paper and you can see these symbols care devin de la ceva, un fel de D20, imaginează-ți 2D, desenat cumva care și evoluează în nu știu ceva, decohedro, starhedron, simboluri din alea. Cum era de runic
Da.
Ray.
Și fractaluri.
Da, și faze de genul ăsta. Și ți-am zis, cu cât stai mai mult, cu atât ești mai prins, mai obsedat, mai acolo in the zone. So, yeah. At some point, you do hear knocking on the door. Yeah, sorry.
Să menționez ceva. Încă mă bate la cap contractul ăsta. Vreau să am grijă de carte în mod special. Dacă am un cufăr sau ceva în care să pun cartea tot timpul când nu o folosesc și să știu că e acolo un cufăr protejată și acoperită de s-ar putea întâmpla așa. Și nu știu, da, magia o fi periculoasă, dar a venit cumva...
Nu-ți vine neapărat instinctul că ar fi periculoasă. E ciudat. No. Alții zic că da, poate, că în general. Dar you don't sense any danger. Nu știu cum să spun. Îți dă o stare de bine făcând chestia asta.
Da. Ok. Da, zi mai departe.
No, at some point you do hear someone's knocking at your door and you hear your mother's voice like, "Are you alright? Are you still alive?"
Yeah.
May I come in?
Yes, mother.
Okay, it's already 6 o'clock. Deschide ușa și vezi că ți aduce de mâncare. And you didn't come downstairs to eat, so I make you a sandwich, some tea. Și, efectiv se pune acolo pe colțul patului, arms crossed. Am uitat să ți descriu pe aceștia doi.
Ai descris că ea are părul scurt negru.
Da, corect.
Parcă roz și...
Alb și roz, da.
Bun, văd că spune pe pat, înseamnă că vrea să vorbească, așa că închid cartea, pun în cufăr.
No, it's fine, no? It's fine. You can leave it open. No, I'm just curious. Wanted to see how it works, how it goes.
I just wanted to put it safely somewhere, so nothing happens to it when I don't read it. You want to talk?
Stă și se uită așa la tine într-un anumit fel. Almost sad. It's hard for a mother seeing her child turning from a boy to a man. I thought that I had more time, but it seems that I was wrong. And your father was right. I hope so. For our sake. What I'm trying to say is that it's not like I don't trust you. It's just that I want you to be safe.
I'm with you too, of course I'm safe.
Right. Yeah, no. Right. So, in 3 years' time, You're going to be considered an adult by Empire standards. Do you know what you want to do? Do you want to stay here with us? Do you want to go maybe study in Herminia? Maybe we have the coin. Do you want to see the world? Do you want to become a traveling merchant or something else? Or is this too soon? Is this too soon?
Mă uit așa rușinat și zic, you know, you try to teach me to be into trade, but I really like the books. They spark so much imagination, and I'm so happy reading them. I don't know, people don't seem to want to get along with me, and it's the only place where I feel good. If I can, I would want to get to see more books and find more joy every time I find something new.
So you don't want to become a merchant, but oh god, tot îmi face stick-ul figuri. Ok. Văd că it's constantly dying.
Stick-ul?
Da. Alright. But don't tell your father right now that you don't want to step into his shoes. I do believe he's not stupid. I do believe he can see this coming. He didn't want to become a merchant at first either. Heck, I have never foreseen this for us as well. I mean, ok, ceva nu e bine, nu un pic. Face figuri, nașpa. Un pic, scuze.
No problem.
Ok, stai să meargă bine și înregistrarea tot. Ok. So we do have some coin put on the side for you, so if you decide to leave the nest. But it's still too early. You're still a boy. There are still 3 years left.
Am uit așa că, ca de obicei, că vreau să zic ceva, dar nu știu ce să...
Alright, I will leave. I will leave you to it. Know that just vine, te ia de mână, se uită la tine. If there's anything you need, you know you can always come and ask for it. You know that we love you.
Îi zic ceva ce probabil am mai zis în trecut, că... wanna know what I found in the book?
Yeah.
Că m-am mai dus la ei să...
Da.
Uite ce am citit, aici...
Show me, of course.
Chestii fain. No. Okay. First roll. Don't touch it. Just watch. Let me flip
Alright.
the pages.
I'm not touching it.
Okay. Și deschid și îi explic așa, arăt fără să ating cartea că aici îi aia și că da, cred că e magie, pe scurt îi zic și ce.
Ok.
Zici și tu.
Alright. Just please be safe. Don't explode into, don't know, stars or flames or anything.
I couldn't glean anything like that so far from it. But
Alright.
no promises.
I still don't like it. I want to take it so bad and just Go and bring it back to that fucking merchant. Sorry, language, sorry. Right, if there is anything you need, don't forget to eat your sandwich, drink some tea. Don't stay up too late. Alright?
Alright, Mom.
Alright, Ione. Good night.
Good night.
Și, o să iasă din cameră și te las. Auzi că ai urechi bune și perception bun, că și taică-tu era pe acolo pe afară și... Acum e bine, tot e bune, e ok. Ea ceartă un pic iară că, bă, ce tot te bagi, ce tot... Lasă în pace. Am și eu un moment cu fiul meu. Și, da, e și fiul meu, știu să se certe. Dar se iubesc, așa fac ei.
Da.
Okay. So let's make another investigation check. This time with advantage.
Ok. Shift?
Cu shift, da. Cât ai dat?
14.
Ok, oricum the DC is lower a bit.
Hollow Knight music.
Yes, yes. So... Stai, ce tot face? Și dacă fac așa? Dacă fac așa? Ok. So, as you look through the pages, you do find one of those unfoldable ones. And there are depictions there. And there are 3 such pages, una după alta. It seems that they all depict something. The first one depicts a group of people. Dar imaginează, te-ai mai jucat jocuri din astea și așa, gen... Sunt desenați și prezentați într-un mod artistic. Nu-i realism. Sunt așa persoanele astea cumva desenate într-un anumit fel, the frames of their faces more angular, părul un pic altfel, the robes sunt cu negru, dar vezi un pic de auriu, cumva embroidered in the robes, cumva. And they are fighting against some sort of lizard creatures, harpy-looking creatures, some sort of zice că ar fi un fel de rough looking, un pic mai small Hulk individuals, nu știu cum să zic altfel. Deci se bat cu tot felul de creaturi, un mishmash de ele. And they fight with magic. You can see like balls of fire, you can see streaks of energy, and there's writing there too. Pe a doua pagină, you can see that this group of people managed to defeat those creatures, those monsters or whatever they were. And you can see one of them cumva leaning in over the rest of those creatures doing something. And as you follow the story, it's like this person pulled a sigil, a symbol from those corpses. And then the depictions change, the robes change. Now they don't use weapons or staffs or orbs or whatever. Now they use books. And at some point you can see now 2 factions of the same peoples. One using books and the other one still using like swords and orbs and wands and stuffs. Mm-hmm. And they now fight each other.
A fost ceva în istorie, din câte știu, ceva asemănător.
Make a history check.
Bă, taci.
Not anything in recent history, neapărat. Acum ce-o fi, acum mii de ani, oricum e cenzurat, n-ai avea acces la astfel de informații, nu știi, e de fapt răspunsul. N-ai auzit de chestii de genul ăsta. But yeah, you push through the night to the late hours of the night, and at some point you just fall asleep, ești rupt. But again, the longer you stay with the book, the longer you read, the more you begin to understand. And at some point, aș zice că atât te-ai uitat la simbolurile alea și la scrisul ăla încât parcă deja încep să semene cu cuvinte, cu litere pe care tu le știi. It must be your mind, your imagination. And you just fall asleep, exhausted from an entire day. Your eyes hurt.
Și visezi despre simboluri și poate visezi ce am văzut în
about that.
desenul ăla.
About that.
Că și eu am vise din astea când fac ceva pasiune într-o zi și visez seara.
Okay. So sleep comes quickly, takes you over. You're tired, you're exhausted from an entire day of reading through the book. Inclusiv the haggling și negoțul ăla și agitația aia din the port și cu ai tăi te-a obosit destul de mult. And at some point around, nu știu, în jur de 12 noapte sau ceva de genul ăsta, you fall asleep. So, Tightcrest sleeps beneath a sky of quiet stars. The waves roll gently against the harbor walls, the rhythm soft and distant. The shop is still. The lanterns have long been snuffed, the shutters closed. And in your room, Ione, you now lie sleeping on your desk. The book is near you. You drift into sleep. And you begin to dream. At first, there's just this colorless fog. A low hum like the sea filtered through stone. You feel weightless, untethered. And then you can hear a whisper. Soft, female, carried on a breeze that doesn't exist. The words are not in any language you know, and yet you feel them and you understand. We are waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting. The sound becomes clearer and clearer and you understand. Wind coils around your ankles, no longer dream fog, but something real. It pulls at your clothes, lifts your feet gently from the ground. Then comes fire, curling in long, lazy shapes around you, warm, but not burning. It flickers through the air like ribbons, leaving glowing embers in its wake. And from beneath your feet the ground rumbles, a pulse deep like a heartbeat. Cracks form under you in the stone, glowing with faint yellow light. And from them rise symbols, sigils, unfamiliar and strange and foreign. They spin around you, suspended in the air, etched in light, shifting shapes, patterns that stretch your mind. You don't know what they mean, but your soul does. You feel something in you shift, a part of you slides open. And then something roars, not outside, not even around you, but inside you. A sound deep, ancient, like a creature long caged, shaking off its chains. Not evil, not cruel, but vast, raw. It fills your chest, your lungs, your bones. Your thoughts burn away. You feel the lies you were taught, the limits, the rules, the idea that you are just a boy, just a merchant's son, just safe, just normal. Shatter. You see fire dancing on your fingers. You see sigils that no one else can read folding onto your skin like they were always there. You hear the whisper again, clearer now. You remember, don't you? The fog rushes back in, the wind pulls tight, and just like that you wake. Your breath catches. The room is dark, still. Outside the wind howls, sudden and sharp, rattling the shutters. And on your desk the book sits open to a page you didn't leave it on. The symbols on it glow faintly in the moonlight, pulsing like something alive.
Okay. We will take a break on this.
Ok, bine, perfect. Ok, o să pun pe pauză atunci.
Da.
Ok. So, ai coșmarul ăsta, visul ăsta, whatever, with all those whispers, the mist and the elements, basically, fire, wind and earth, presenting themselves to you. And after the dream ends, you come back to consciousness. The book beside you on the desk, open to a page you didn't see before.
Ai pornit înregistrare, nu?
Da, nu?
Page I haven't seen before.
Yes.
Chiar dacă am răsfoit cartea și
Yes.
tot uitat. Very intriguing. Ok. Da. Păi,
So,
mă uit atent la simbolul ăla și seamănă cu vreun simbol ce l-am văzut până acum în carte.
nu. E prima dată. But you understand the symbol.
Like that again. Genius.
Cerc cu triunghi și alte intricate looking symbols like interlocked and e ca și cum să-ți descriu asta, ca și cum simți că te trec furnicăturile sub piele, prin tot corpul, te trec fiorii, ți se ridică părul pe tine, te uiți la simbolul respectiv and you understand it represents the power to call fire, wind or earth. It's if you follow the lines and the writings and trace them, you can find there are 3 smaller circles and one represents fire, one wind and one earth.
And okay, so I can. You said I can call on them.
You
Like-
can certainly try.
Okay. If I call almost any of these things, it might be bad, but
Asta e meta.
the
Asta e un pic de meta, că personajul nu știe ce se întâmplă.
Nu, dacă fac un cutremur, dacă
Sau
fac
explodează chestii. Yeah, sure.
Păi, nu vreau să fac o tornadă, nu știu, dar mă îndoiesc că se va întâmpla așa, dar just in case, pot să fac o copie la simbolul ăsta, adică nu știu,
Sure, you can make a copy. Sure.
că nu știu nici out of character, gen, ok, how to call it, do I draw it, do I don't know, make the shapes with my hands or something, like,
Okay, so you want to draw the
how
shape
I-
on a paper, on a piece of paper.
yeah, so I can
Okay.
have the same.
Okay, so you begin tracing it. E destul de complex, trebuie să stai un pic, să te tot uiți cum să copiezi și așa, dar reușești roughly similar design. And as you finish, you draw the finishing touches, it shifts and it moves into place. And it looks perfect. And this is the moment you see as the paper begins to rot away, as the symbol consumes it, and it completely disappears. And then you can watch as the symbol is etched into your desk, and it burns into it, and then it disappears. Adică it stops, and the symbol is etched onto your desk. But the desk
Whoa.
is still not powerful enough to hold the incantation, and it just rots and crumbles and there's just a hole there now, and this happens in like 30 seconds.
What the heck?
And-
Okay, iau cartea să...
Da, te speri un pic, ești like, what the fuck is going on? And in this moment, you hear noise from outside. You hear rattling, you hear shouts from downstairs. This might be your fault, or it might not be.
Da, am făcut o gaură în casă, bine. Nici n-am făcut magia simbolului și simbolul în sine fute tot acum.
Everything is just completely destroyed. You fucked it all up, Robbie. So you hear noise, you hear a creak, you hear a voice, muffled but sharp. You freeze.
Yes.
That's it. You freeze. There's shouting from downstairs. You can hear the familiar voice of your father. You can hear the familiar voice of your mother as well.
Nu înțeleg ce zice, ok.
Nu, but something is going on. Ori se ceartă, dar nu ca de obicei. Rău. Și în momentul auzi cum se trântește ceva. Jos.
Ok. Pun imediat cartea în cufăr și mă duc să văd
Ok.
ce se
Ok, să
întâmplă.
pui cartea în cufăr, ok, și ieși afară din cameră. Ok, am înțeles. Ok, so... So you go outside of your room. You move towards the door. Încă ești îmbrăcat în hainele din timpul zilei, că n-ai apucat să te schimbi în your night gowns or whatever. You can definitely hear shouting, and there are noises, something clanking, something being thrown, or something falling to the ground, and you immediately sense there's something dangerous going on.
Oh.
And the voices downstairs stop suddenly. Not with silence, but with impact. There's a slam, hard and final, as if the front door had been torn clean off its hinges. Then you can hear a crash. A chair probably being tossed or destroyed, the table shattering against the floor. And then you can hear your mother's voice, sharp, panicked. No! Another impact. A cry cut off. What do you do?
Strig și eu. Mom, what's happening?
Okay. No one's responding. There are shouts. There's noise coming from downstairs. No one is responding.
Mă duc să văd.
Okay. Deschizi ușa. Immediately you can see there's light coming from downstairs. So lanterns lit, whatever, there's dim light from downstairs. And immediately as you look down, you can see the front of the shop is in chaos. The display shelves have been overturned. The spice jars shattered across the floor. Glass and powder mixing into a mess of color and dust. Firelight flickers wildly from a kicked-over lantern, casting the room in lunging shadows. And then in the center of it all, you can see 6 or 7 individuals, or all masked. They have weapons at the ready, daggers and cutlasses. They have leather armors, rough-looking individuals. They're either mercenaries or pirates or whatever. And if these are pirates, these are not the dockside braggarts or drunken sea dogs that Tidecrest tolerates in the daylight. No, these men are something else. Their faces are hidden behind scarves and bone masks, arms covered in tattoos and scars, blades out. Their hands are red. There are 6, maybe 7. It's hard to tell in the smoke and the chaos. You can see your mother. She's on the ground. A deep gash on her forehead, blood running down her cheek. She's trying to crawl towards the back, but one of the pirates grabs her by the hair and yanks her up. She screams, claws at him, bites his arm hard enough to draw blood. He hits her across the mouth. And your father, că trebuie să schimbăm un pic. Your father, you can watch your father, he's fighting. You've never seen him like this. He moves like he's a different man entirely. Așa. Not the smiling merchant, not the cheerful shopkeeper with spice on his hands, no. He's fast, he's brutal, a low stance, fist tight. One pirate lunges with a blade and your father ducks it, slamming his elbow into the man's throat. The pirate falls back, choking. Another tries to flank him, but your father grabs the man by the collar and throws him to the spice rack, sending jars and splinters everywhere. Your father grabs a knife from the counter, just a kitchen blade, but he moves like it's an extension of his arm. He slashes one attacker across the thigh, spins and buries the blade into another's shoulder. They scream, there's blood, real blood. Your father turns, panting, face streaking with soot, eyes wild. You see it. He's done this before. He sees you at the stairs and shouts towards you. Yone, upstairs, now! But it's already too late. One of the pirates throws a chain. It wraps around your father's arm and shoulder, yanking him off balance. Another rushes in and slams the hilt of his blade into the side of your father's head. He stumbles. A third drives a boot into his ribs. He hits the floor hard. Your mother shrieks, tries to break free again. Another pirate elbows her in the gut, knocking the wind out of her. Seth gets to his knees, blood trickling down his temple, one eye swelling shut. He looks at you again. Run, Yone! Run! Then the torch comes. A pirate lights it from the lantern and hurls it into the back room. It strikes the wall near the spy storeroom and the flames erupt fast. Shelves go up in an instant. Dry herbs, loose paper, oils, everything feeds the fire. Hit slams into you like a wall. The smoke thickens. You cough, ice stinging. Through the smoke you watch them bind your father's hands. He struggles even now, but another blow drops him to one knee. Your mother, bleeding and breathless, is dragged beside him. Then they're both pulled towards the door.
Okay.
One of the pirates turns and locks eyes with you. He says nothing, but he smiles. Okay.
Da, aș fi fugit deja.
Okay, tu fugi. Ok.
Cum mi-a zis.
Ok.
Da, fug repede și... Shit. Do I know any... Yeah, the most important thing is the book, but if I have time, if it's not too...
You don't have time, that's the problem. The fire roars behind you, flames scroll across the walls, licking at your boots already. Your desk, your home is catching fire fast. All that spice, all that dust just exploded and is igniting. În spatele tău, cazi jos. Și ești sus, ești prins upstairs and there's fire everywhere coming from downstairs.
Ok, atunci nu o să am timp să caut ascunzișuri de bani de urgență sau ce pui mei am avea noi pe aici. Păi, na, ce să iau așa în grabă, că trebuie să plec drecului, iau geanta și cartea.
Ok, te duci repede, you take the book, you take the geanta ta și your belongings and the fire is no longer a thing out there, it's here, it's all around you. Smoke calls up the stairs, thick and black. Sure, you can deschizi geamul. În momentul în care deschizi geamul, flăcările zboară în spatele tău. Intră oxigen și se creează fenomenul ăla.
Și ok, cum pot ieși pe geamul ăsta? Cum e...
Ok, asta vreau să-ți descriu o chestie. So, there's this explosion from the dust, from the current, the air coming in from the window, and ar trebui să fii rănit from the explosions of the fire, from everything, but there's a breeze of wind encompassing you, embracing your body. You look around you, you look at the book. The book glows, and there's like an aura, a bluish hue aura around you, and it seems that it protects you and keeps the flame at bay. As if you look closely enough, you can see the flames coming closer, but then they stop. But you don't know how long this will last.
Da, nu stau, trebuie să plec de aici.
Ok.
Cum pot coborî safely, dacă se poate?
Yeah, no.
Nu?
Yeah, no. Sure, poți să încerci să sari pe acoperiș, dar singura șansă ta safely
Nu
e
pe acoperiș.
efectiv să te arunci. N-ai cum altfel. Ești la etajul. Deci primul etaj, da.
Ok. Ok, deci o fi 15 feet maxim.
Ceva de genul. Still a little bit of damage, but yeah, n-ai timp altceva să faci. Să încerci să cauți, să te uiți, să-ți iei un rope sau faze de genul ăsta. You don't have time for that.
Bine, mă las cu spatele, îmi las picioarele jos mai întâi, după aia mâinile și las mâinile să pic jos în picioare.
Ok, te lași și caz. Ok, o să iei un pic de damage, ca să zic, eu nu știu dacă, iei 1 damage from the fall, whatever.
Ok.
It's not too much damage. You do sprain your ankle a bit, and you look at your home. You can see the flames tower into the night sky. You can see the roof collapses with a deep shuddering groan, sending sparks shooting into the air. You can see, efectiv șocat, te uiți cum îți arde casa. You can see the wooden beams fall like dying limbs, and your family's shop, the place where you grew up, the place where your mother left, and your mother smiled, when your mother nagged, and they were always bickering, but they loved each other so much, and they took care of you, they taught you everything they knew. You can see this home is being devoured in front of your very eyes. You can see people, dozens of people have gathered, maybe more, townsfolk, merchants, sailors. They all stand in the street silent, watching the fire burn. Some whispers, others just stare. Some smile.
There's a fire, someone help!
They just look
Help,
at
put
you.
it out.
No one moves to help. No water. No one brings a bucket or something. No sand. Where are the gods? Where are the knights? Where are the blue-cloaked tidecoats? Where are the empire's white-clad protectors? Nowhere. No one helps, Ione. No one.
Heck, mă uit iară la foc, mă uit iară la ei.
You can see some of them are smiling.
Vreun semn vizibil de ai mei, de ăia ce o...
Fă un perception check, te rog. 20. You don't see any signs of your father, your mother. You don't see any signs of those people nowhere. What you do see are people that just stand there and don't lift a finger to help you in any way. No one approaches you. Some even say, "Look at this pitiful Mikote. They deserved this. Finally, we are free of them. This is a blessing. They are cursed. Do not go near them. Cursed." And then, you do see a small figure that darts through the crowd, barely up to your waist, a small figure, embroidered coat flapping, a round head sweating and frantic. Jajariku Nanariku. He rushes forward, dragging a bucket too heavy for him, splashing water uselessly against the fire. He shouts something you can't hear, waving his arms, trying to rouse the others. But no one helps him. He sees you, his face twists, real panic, real fear. "Ione!" he shouts, and he runs towards you. "Are you hurt?"
Jaja, no. I'm fine, but my parents... they were taken by, I don't know, pirates, but they didn't really seem like, I don't...
Se uită la tine,
What is happening?
Te ține cumva de haine, de braț și țipă către restul, ceva de genul că You spineless shits! Pigs, all of you! Pigs, cowards! Cutthroats, thieves! May the fire... Începe să-i înjure rău de tot, că May the fires come to your houses as well and no one do shit! Where are the guards? Where are the firefighters? Where are the knights? There is no one here! Fuck you! Și încearcă să scuipe în direcția lor, aruncă cu pietre în direcția lor și lumea efectiv se dă la o parte că zice că e nebun. But that's it. You can see all your childhood memories just burned away, eaten by the flames that just destroys your house. And no one except this little lalafel tried to help. Șocat, ești efectiv în stare de șoc. Giagericu, la un moment dat nici nu mai auzi, nici vezi cum se mișcă, dar parcă totul e în reluare. Vine la tine, trage un pic de tine și zice Come, we need to leave, now. This must have been an inside job. We need to move, come to my home. It's close by, come Ione! Și trage de tine și încearcă să te ridice.
I just nod, I don't say, I don't know, I'm just like shell-shocked, like what the fuck is happening?
Ok. So, efect...
Gaura de la simbol, acum aproape
Okay.
omorât părinții, o luat, l-au făcut, ce dracu se întâmplă? nu știu, să zicem, like...
Ok. So, trage de tine și încearcă să te ridice. El e efectiv până la tine la buric, ceva de genul ăsta. Sau nu, ești micote de fapt, ar fi până la tine la piept, ceva de genul ăsta, maxim. Trage de tine, come on, we go to my house now, come on, follow me. Și te ia efectiv de mână și trage de tine. Vezi lumea, ți-am zis, cum efectiv they don't give a fuck. La un moment dat o să auzi că intervine ca flăcările să nu se împrăște mai departe la alte case. Acum, bineînțeles. Acum intervin.
Vor să ia foc orașul,
Acum intervin, ca să nu se spreaduie focul. Știi, vin the firefighters and some priests that have the ability to control the water and just immediately, in like a minute or so, they just put out the flames. Și opresc să nu se spreaduie the flames. But this is... You're a smart boy. This is deliberate. This is fucked up. Efectiv a așteptat să ardă casa și în momentul în care flăcările au ajuns suficient de mari și să se spreaduie la alte shop-uri și case din zonă, în niciun minut au stins flăcările.
Da.
So you barely registered the walk together with Giagericu. Through alleys, side streets and cut-throughs, past shuttered shops and silent homes, you follow Giagericu's short, quick strides without question. The night air is sharp against your smoke-stung lungs. Your eyes still blur from the smoke and tears you refuse to shed. But soon you realize you aren't being led into some dark, forgotten corner of Typecrest. No, you're still near the main way, just 3 buildings east of where your family's shop once stood. Giagericu stops before a wide 2-story building, painted deep blue with white shutters and a polished brass knocker shaped like a serpent. The walls are clean, the roof well kept. Lanterns burn in wrought iron sconces outside, casting a warm, inviting glow onto the cobblestone. This isn't just a home, it's a statement. Quiet wealth. The kind Typecrest respects, even if it resents. Giagericu unlocks the heavy oak door with a key from his belt. Inside, it's even grander. High ceilings supported by dark wooden beams, polished floors covered in intricate rugs from Arun and the Seri lands. You've been here before. You can feel the scent of rich spices, beeswax, and old papers fill the air. Shelves are crammed with books and artifacts, oil paintings of ships, cities, and strange coastlines you don't recognize hang along the walls. A grand staircase carved into the second floor. There's light spilling from iron chandeliers overhead. Giagericu moves quickly, throwing a bolt across the front door and ushering you into a white, warm sitting room near the hearth. He shows a heavy velvet cushioned chair towards you. Sit Sit, Ione, he says, softer this time. Îl vezi că se agită, încearcă să încuie, se uită la geam, e speriat de numai, vezi că și-a un cuțit lepede la îndemână și își pune un în papuc, își ia alt cuțit și îl pune la curea, e super speriat. He drapes a thick blanket around your shoulders, the kind you might expect to find in a noble's home, not a merchant's. He moves with surprising energy, lightning fresh lamps, pulling a pot of spiced wine from the coals, filling 2 goblets with steaming liquid. Drink! I know it's alcohol, but you need it. Ok, e o găleată, efectiv. Okay, so you sit down, the blanket heavy on your shoulders, the fire crackling nearby. The shock, the trauma is still there, dull and heavy. But there's comfort to this place, there's warmth, there's luxury. Jajariku drags a cushioned chair across from you, settling down with a long, weary sigh. Cu cuțitul la îndemână și se uită. His small hands cradling this dagger, afraid. You're lucky. You're lucky you're not ashes along with the shop and... Ione. Damn fucking lucky. Where's Seth? Where's Cory? What happened to them?
I don't know. They beat them to...
Drink up, boy.
Hmm?
Drink up.
Oh.
It will warm you. It will ease your nerves.
Mai beau. Iar rătușesc că e alcool.
Here, îți dă și el un cuțit și ție. Just hold it. No? Alright. Îl pune în păpuc.
Okay. I don't... Never seen people like them. I've never seen people like them, right?
Nope.
Okay. Da, descriu așa, în general, cum sunt. I don't know why they took them. Why?
Stă.
Where have they gone? I only managed to get my back the book.
You deserve to know the truth about your parents, Ione.
What? Drăguț asta.
He sets the cup down carefully. He steadies himself, he puts the dagger close by. Your father wasn't just a spice merchant, not just a tradesman. In the past, so it ensured always over his shoulder. His name, he was known as Captain Seth. He was the captain of the Bloodwake Corsairs. He was a fucking pirate. A name whispered all across the Indigo Deep. Your mother? She was a slave. Property of the Ganabalt Empire, meant to be sold like cattle until Seth burned half a convoy to the sea's bottom to free her. Took her, hid her, loved her, like one does. Then they settled here. They built a life, cleaned their names, bribed the right priests, the right captains, knights, played merchant for years. For a future. For you. But you can't hide from the world forever. Not when you're worth something.
How do you know? Were you also a pirate?
Shh.
How is my father a pirate?
Yes, I was one of them too. He helped me in the past. I owe him my life. And now I will repay it. I will repay my debt to him by protecting you. Listen, Ione. I don't know what the fuck this was. you rest here for the night. I will go and talk tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, with some of the dock hands. Some of the fuckers that I still know in the port. I have my contacts, I have my people here and there.
What if they come for you too?
But then I'm fucked.
Then I'm fucked too.
But I believe that this was an inside job. Someone wealthy enough employed these cutthroats to kill or send a message to your parents. And to anyone who dares gather too much coin and not of their own.
Who?
I don't know. But I will do my best to find out. I don't know.
Primul gând îmi sare la ăla cum dracu. Da. Ce naiba mi-a șters? Nu mi-a șters text. Ok. Moren.
No, Moren?
La îmi sare primul gând, dar couldn't be him. No way. No way.
Him? Who?
My parents, they sent me to make a bargain with the new trader. His name is Morin. Came during the day.
Moren? No. Wait. Moren is a friend. This was... No, he's an idiot.
Oh.
No.
My father seems to know him. He made...
Of course he knows him. Moren is a pirate. The goods that he's selling, we know of the goods. It was all a ruse to test you, to see... I'm sorry, we didn't mean to lie to you. It was to see...
Knew?
Moren is a friend. Those aren't even his wares. We all get a share of those. It was an inside job. No. Moren is a friend. I need to talk to him too. Maybe he's in danger as well. He's an old friend. He's not even a human. He's an elezen. He's an elf in disguise. It is not even his wares. We all contributed to the wares. That's what we do. That's how we do things.
Trece prin cap acum că o păstrat fațada că tot e ok.
No.
Deși
Yep.
pozisele ăsta încă tot făceau.
I don't know if your mother knows, but your father's... This was all his plan. No. This is something else. Your father and your mother especially, they actually saw this coming. But not to this extent, not this fast. This is what happens if you're a beast folk and become too fat. You're not welcome in the fucking empire. They did bribe everyone. Bribe the captain of the knights, the guards, even the local nobles. This comes from higher up, but I don't know from whom.
What? Either we...
It's not the...
trying to live. We were just...
No, Yone, you do not understand.
Making a trade.
Yes. Yes.
Not doing anything, not bothering anyone. Why do we have to?
Calm down. You need to be
Why are
calm.
people like
Breathe. Because it's the fucking empire. That's why. Because they don't care. They don't fucking care. If a noble catches you become too fat and you're not one of their own, cuts your throat. He cuts you at the roots. Fuck those fucking... But there is a problem. If this comes from higher up, even if I flung my coin and tried to get the help of some adventurers or some mercenaries to help to find your parents, there's there's the possibility that no one will help because they're afraid. And if this happens, then there's no one going after your parents to save them. I will do my best. I will use everything at my disposal, everything I have, to try to save your parents. Don't worry, Ione. Don't worry, boy. I owe your father my life. Maybe a grey, maybe one of the greys might help. Maybe even Moran. I need to speak to him, he's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He will help. Alright, you go back to sleep, listen. You go to sleep, rest. I need to get my armor, I need to get my fucking daggers out. Some poison. Yes, some poison too. And
Mă uit la asta, știu așa cum se cade și acum zice de poison,
ce căcat se întâmplă, Alright.
Da.
Take the sofa, take one of the beds upstairs, whatever suits you. I'll be right back. Și efectiv lipsește vreo 20 de minute, jumătate de oră, te lasă acolo singur. Singur cu toate gândurile astea, cu everything.
Da, probabil nu mă mut 20 de minute de acolo.
Okay. Atunci o să vezi că coboară and he has this nasty looking studded leather armor, black, daggers everywhere, poison vials, hood. He looks like the efectiv the jet rogue. Right. I'm going out for the night. No sleep for the weary. You rest. Tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow morning. If not later, I will return. There's food in the pantry. I'm out. Here's a spare key. Just stay put. And he's out.
Thank you.
He's out.
Da, adică i-am zis pe cum pleacă.
Okay.
Thank you, Jaja.
So he locks the door, and you're just there in this fancy looking manor, basically. Everything is small, but you can find some place for you to rest just before, in front of the hearth. You can toss a few more firewood and make it more comfortable.
I can't sleep after that shit.
Yeah.
I will do what? Sit a bit more to think.
Okay.
Maybe cry a bit.
Okay.
And then not feeling sleepy at all.
Okay.
I will. Yes, I will try to do something that I've seen before in my house while it was burning down at the first story in my room.
Okay.
And look at the book again. Maybe there was a part that was related to fire, I don't know.
Okay, so you look through it and you do see symbols resembling the symbol of fire. You immediately know it. You don't know how you know it, but you understand it. You understand more and more and more of the book.
And try to copy, not copy, but like, I guess I analyze it first to see if there's anything related to the phenomenon that I saw in my room where wait, it wasn't me who stopped the fire, it was something else, right? Because it's a fost o barieră sau a fost ceva
like a gust of wind, like a barrier that protected. It was a calm soft wind. But you don't know how you did it, what if it was you, if it was someone else, something else.
Okay, then
Atunci caut simbol de vânt?
Da, de caut de vânt, da.
Ok.
mi-am dat seama că stai, că nu a fost...
Okay, so you do try to find, you find the symbols relating to it, and you do find, printre primele pagini, something like a circle, a few symbols of wind around it, and there's like a point in it, and as you focus on it, you immediately... în momentul în care te uiți, deja trasezi în mintea ta simbolul, and as you focus on it, you immediately see it coming to life. It glows with this greenish blue hue, and you begin to feel a soft gust of wind beginning to envelop you.
Ok. Am cartea în mână în timp ce fac asta.
Yes.
Ok. Încerc să o las jos, dar să continui senzația asta sau ideea asta de vânt.
Ok.
Destul dacă mere.
În momentul în care lași cartea, it doesn't immediately stop, but it becomes weaker. So it seems that you need to focus through the book, through the symbols, to maintain whatever this is.
Ok. Atunci nu o să-mi pese așa mult de carte dacă pățește ceva, dar o țin în mână și mă concentrez pe aia și mă apropiu de șemineu.
Pe asta zic, you need the book.
Da, cu cartea în mână.
Ok. So you take the book. Ok.
Mă apropiu de șemineu și I don't know, I try to maybe move the wind, like push it into the hearth.
Let's make an intelligence check. Okay, so you try to focus on it, and immediately there is a strong pressure, and the chair, scaunul pe care stăteai, îl împingi și dai cu el în heart, and it shatters. Deci a fost mult mai puternic decât te-ai aștepta să fie.
Da.
It's harder to control than you've managed, but you did manage to do this.
Okay, mă panichez un pic. It shatters, never.
Da, se sparge un pic.
Da. N-am ce să-i fac atunci. Aș fi încercat să-l scot din foc. No, ok. E destul de mare camera? Să am spațiu să văd?
Da.
Să văd forța până unde ajunge?
Yeah, sure. Poți să dai la o parte niște mese, e destul de mare casa și poți să...
Da, stau lângă un perete și dau în partea opusă să văd.
So as you try to see the distance, it's about 30 feet at max. The gust.
Ai mai mare camera de 30 feet sau?
Sure, e destul de mare casa, da.
Wow. Na, și
e bogat.
Wow, chiar că e mai puternic spelul decât credeam.
Na, pe range e 30 feet. Dacă încerci să împingi, să concentrezi pe un obiect, poți să-l împingi până la 10 feet. You can even try to push heavier stuff, dar ea se duc cam numai la 5 feet away de tine.
Da.
Și ce-i fain e că la un moment dat you can hear it almost hums or it carries whispers, the wind, some songs, and you can play with it like to create effects like leaves rustling or ca și cum se închide o ușă sau poți să faci vântul să duce așa prin tine și sub tine și hainele încep să flutteruie. So it has many uses. The spell, the cantrip, whatever this is, it has many uses. The more you focus on it, the symbol becomes clearer and clearer until it's memorized. And it's like the moment you think about it, it appears before you.
Deci asta ce e prestidigitation atunci, bănui?
It's actually this one. It's a gust.
Stai, credeam că ziceai că simboluri și chestii, credeam că am creat o iluzie sau ceva. E ultimul efect, dar am uitat complet de asta din asta.
Da.
Ok. Bine. Atunci mă mai joc cu ăsta un pic și testez așa. Iar mă apucă gândurile, încep să fiu distras cu ce s-a întâmplat în casă. Și mă duc în fața focului.
Ok.
Și vin flashback-urile.
Ok, și...
Cu ce s-a întâmplat, cu tatăl care a zis să fug, cu mama cu capul spart sau ce a avut.
Da, i-a spart capul. Avea dita mai rana chiar așa pe cap, pe unde forehead, ori tăiat-o pe frunte.
Și la ăla cum o zâmbit la mine înainte să fug, focul care a învăluit casa.
Ok.
Uitându-mă la foc în timp ce, la ce mineau în timp ce se întâmplă asta.
Mai făm, te rog, un intelligence check.
Și...
Cu advantage.
Și mă enervez.
Ok.
Nu știu ce este. Hai să vedem. Cu avantaj.
Da, cu avantaj, te rog. Ok, so un 15. So, that anger billows forth from you. And you stretch out your hand and you can see that symbol. It's etched into your mind's eye. It glows with this reddish orange hue, and it's like you feel the flames, and you can see the flames begin to spiral from the heart towards you, and you take like a tiny piece of it. You're like, gândește-te, toți fiorii te trec, toate imaginile alea, all the flashbacks, the power that you can sense at the tips of your palm of your hand, and you're like excited and thrilled and angry and everything, and as you can basically hurl the frame and just explodes
back at the fire.
Yeah, it explodes in the heart. A small explosion, and you now unlocked Firebolt.
Yes, that's what I intended. Să am și un pic de furie acum.
Okay.
De la ce s-a întâmplat.
Okay. And you do remember the vision, it had a third element, the element of earth in it.
Oh. Right. Uite în jur. Hearth-ul e din
metal.
Piatră?
Din metal.
Asta, cum zici, podeaua?
Lemn.
Mm.
Există ceva statuete care sunt din piatră sau marmură sau chestii de genul ăsta. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Da.
Ok, fii atent ce faci.
Da, aia că nu...
Te focusezi, nu-ți vine nimic exact ce poți să faci, dar te uiți la statueta asta, you look at it, și ți amintești de fața lui ăla care, cu masca aia, the bone mask și the bandana aia, and you look at it and you can see the face of the statue changes, begins to change. And you shape the pattern of the face and you change it into the face of that person, of that man that looked and smiled towards you. And it just remains there. You just basically stone-shaped the statue's face. So somehow this book is giving you powers that you've never dreamed of before. So you've unlocked Mold Earth as well.
Okay. Mă duc mai aproape de ăsta, îl analizez, I etch his appearance into my mind.
Okay.
To remember.
Okay. So, o să mai zic eventual că mai exersezi un pic, mai începi să te familiarizezi un pic cu the cantrips and their abilities. În linii mari cam știi simplu la Firebolt, ăla e cel mai simplu să-l controlezi. Just anger, you feel the anger, you hurl fire from your hands. At will. So that's very powerful and it has a pretty cool range as well. The gust can be used to protect, to create some sort of sound illusions, and the Molten Earth is also pretty useful in different situations. You play with it a bit. You can excavate like earth and stuff. You can shape stone. Bine, small stuff, but it might be useful. Who knows? So what do you want to do în următoarele câteva ore până vine răsăritul? Te odihnești? Nu te odihnești? Ce mai vrei să faci?
I'll pull it out of my ass and say all this magic is making me more tired than if I just
Da,
sat around.
logic.
And,
Dacă nu ziceai tu, ziceam eu că la un moment dat o să adorm de rup ce ești.
da, și...
Ok.
Da,
Ok.
când mă simt așa în stare să dorm, iau geanta, cartea și mă duc sus în pat, caut patul.
Ok. So îți cauți un pat. Sunt paturi normale, o cameră cu paturi normale, deși o cameră cu paturi mici, cu pat mic pentru el. Te pui în patul la mare and you immediately fall asleep. So again, you hear whispers in your dreams, you see shapes, dar nu sunt atât de clare ca și data trecută. But you do manage to get, I'd say, a long rest, it's fine. You don't know how late it is, but at some point you wake up speriat numai, nu știi unde ești, în ce pat ești, ce-i cu camera asta, trebuie să stai așa 20-30 de secunde să te aduni, te uiți la carte, te uiți la pat, la tot și îți dai seama că n-a fost un coșmar totul, it really happened. Your parents were actually kidnapped by some fucked up pirates that were probably cum le zice, angajați de cine știe cine, higher up, care le-au fost ciudă pe banii pe care îi făceau ai tăi. Poți să te trezești, să mănânci, se face 10, 11, 12 și încă Jajaricu nu s-a întors. And în momentul în care efectiv simți că o iei razna, s-aude ușa de la intrare and you can see Jajaricu coming back. And he's flustered, he seems angry, he looks at you, he gestures to sit, and he says, "This is fucked. This is... I have bad news, I have even worse news. Which one do you want to hear first? The bad or the worse?"
Bad.
Alright. Bad news. No one wants to help. I tried. I went to the Adventurers Guild. I put up a quest. No one wants to take it. We can't afford to wait a few days for other adventurers to come and take the quest, so that's out of the question. Then there is another opportunity. Try to talk with the other pirates, and it seems indeed it is a group of pirates that are stationed near Typecrest to the west, a day or so on foot away. But the thing is, no one wants... I've tried my best, no one wants to come and help. I've put a bounty on the heads of the pirates, 500 gold, 1,000 gold on the head of the pirates. No one wants to fucking come and help. No one. So I digged further. And digged, and I found out who the ones are who paid these fuckers to actually kill your parents.
Kill?
Who? To kill. They were paid to kill them. But they were kidnapped. I don't know why. The pirates decided to kidnap them, but the contract was for them to be killed. So the ones who... Tot nu vine cuvântul, a angajat the pirates to... these outsiders to come in.
What if they're the Bloodwake Corsairs? What if they knew them?
Maybe your father...
Took them alive.
Your father was indeed well known by the pirates, in the past. So this might be a rookie of some sort that heard the legends, seen a picture or whatever, a painting of your father or whatever, might have heard, intervened, maybe decided to, I don't know. If I was a pirate and I was paid to kill, I would make it so that they would appear dead. I would take the pirate and just torture him to death until he tells me where his money is. I mean, your father and mother, they do have money and it must be stashed somewhere. But the one who did this, or the ones who did this, didn't do it for the money. They did it because they wanted no Mikote having so much influence and power in Tidecrest. And this is the Noirs. I don't know if you've heard of them, but this is one of the fucking founding families.
The Noirs?
Yes, the fucking Noirs.
Scrie așa, Noir.
Noir, da. They have dealings everywhere. And the Lord of Dominion in the coastlands is one of them. They have great influence and they are one of the wealthiest families in the Ganabalt Empire.
Lord of Dominion?
Yeah, one of the, I believe the head of the house is the Lord of Dominion in the coastlands. Tidecrest is part of the coastlands, so teoretic, yeah, I believe. De fapt e neutru așa cumva, nu? E între
Da, văd că e ceva linie.
coastlands și da.
Ceva liniuță.
Yeah, sau highlands, whatever. Yeah. So that's the thing. That's the thing. So the Noirs paid these motherfuckers. They didn't want to dirty their own hands, so they paid some outsiders to kill your parents. Make it so that pirates came in, heard that your father and mother have money, and shanked them. Basically, that's the story. So the bad news is no one wants to help, and the worst news is it's because of the fucking Noirs. So I've been talking to Moren, and he's the only one who's willing to help. So you have him and me. That's it. But this all depends on you. I'm going to find these fuckers and kill them all. I have a debt to pay and I will pay it. So this is for you to now decide, what do you want to do? You're just a boy, you're 12 years old, but it is my duty to tell you everything, to tell you the truth. So you either stay here, or I'll give you money and you move the fuck away. And let us deal with them. Or you come with us and probably get killed in the process.
I see a fork in the road.
Or not, because Moren is a pretty good fighter. I'm also a pretty good fighter, but we don't know their exact numbers, so we might get fucked. So I will leave you to it. I will go and clean myself up a bit, eat something, rest for an hour, and then pack our things. And me and Moren are going to find your parents. Și se duce să se gândească să se ducă, să mănânce, să se odihnească, să curețe un pic și...
Da.
This is one of the most important decisions now. What do you want to do?
Bănui că ăsta e sfârșitul sesiunii atunci, că
Nu.
trebuie să plănui. Nu?
Nu. Vreau să văd ce decizi să faci.
Nu, da, decid, dar după aia credeam că terminăm ca să plănuiești pe sesiunea viitoare. Ok. Stau și mă gândesc. Stă și Ione să se gândească.
Ok.
Mă gândesc la discuția ce am avut-o cu mama la ora 6. Ce vreau să fac, ce nu știu ce, să plec, dar nu, la iubesc, stai un pic, că trebuie să... Nu se poate, nu vreau să trăiesc viața fără ei și mi-s așa... Impulsul cel mai mare e să... salvez. Nu să plec, de ce să fug? De ce să fiu un laș? Făcut atâtea pentru mine și mai ales fiindcă n-am prieteni, oarecum ei mi-s singurii prieteni. Și acum e ăsta, ce aș face eu singur? Ce Dumnezeu, nu pot să caut eu viața așa, trebuie. De cine să depind? N-am conexiuni, n-am pe nimeni, dacă plec, ce fac? Poate știe ăsta ceva. Trebuie să vorbesc cu el. Da, mă duc, zis că mâncă un pic.
Da.
Mă duc la el.
So, you've already decided?
Oh, what would they even do if I ran away like this? I don't know anyone. They're the only people besides you that cared for me. I can't just go where? What would I even do? Just walk alone? I mean, everyone just avoids people like me. There's no way I can just leave this be. I want to save them as well. What else can I even do?
Listen, you're a good boy, but you've been too sheltered. Always with your nose and your head inside of the books. This is not going to be an adventure like those that you know from your books. There's going to be blood, guts, shit, piss, vomit. People are going to die. But it is what it takes. We do what it takes to save your parents. I don't fucking care. But I have a duty to protect you. At the same time, you are your parents' son. So it is up to you to decide. But don't come with me and Moren to save your parents because you are afraid to be alone. If you come with us, you come because you want to save them and want to fight. At your age, I've been stealing shit from the Empire, from the streets. I've killed someone at 11 years old. I've told them they shelter you too much. It is good. You are smarter than all of us put together. With all of your tutors and history lessons and shit. But this time, you take that dagger and you need to shove it up the throat of a fucker. Are you up to it? I can give you a bow, I guess, and some arrows.
No. I don't need anything else. Și împing un scaun.
What the actual fuck? Scoate cuțitul. Nu știu de unde a fost cuțitul ăla ascuns, dar l-a scos. What is this? What is this source? You fucker, you have magic? Fucking magic. Și ia cuțitul, îl întoarce și îl împlântă în masă. How long?
Last night.
Wait, what?
Scot cartea. I'm guessing you don't see the glowing symbols.
I see an old book.
My parents seem to ignore it as well. It's the book from Morin.
Wait, what?
I bought it off him.
Oh, that fucker. Alright.
I don't know why, I don't know how, but I can see what's inside. I think I can fight.
So you have magic.
Și nu știu. E ceva inofensiv de a da cu firebolt pe undeva să nu ia foc.
Sure, poți să dai pe undeva, sure. Statueta aia iară. Nu știu, dai damage. Să zicem că poți să controlezi, să fie mai... un pic mai încet, sure.
Da, fac așa, îi arăt și simte că e cald, că e nașpa și...
Fuck me. Right, but I don't know if this is good or bad. I mean, if you have magic and you've just discovered it last night, you are going to be unreliable in battle. I don't know if you are going to burn the head out of some of the pirates or mine. Ah, fuck it. Fuck it. I need to have a talk with that fucker, Moren. Mai bag în el. So, are you sure you wanna come?
Pauză și mă uit în jos, mă uit la el. Yes.
Alright. Alright. Fuck it. Alright. Going to wash. Going to sleep. You stay put, don't go outside. When night comes, we leave. We leave the city, the town. And we go for the fucking pirates.
Okay.
Right? And please don't burn the house down with your magic.
I know.
Ok. So, se duce să odihnească. Te lasă pentru câteva ore, după care se trezește, se îmbracă iar în his leather armor, îți arată toate armele care le are, îți explică abilitățile lui. He's basically a rogue. You can also train a bit to use the magic, you can also rest and prepare. Și înainte să se însereze și să vă întâlniți cu Moren și să plecați, vine la tine și îți dă o poțiune. Take this. This is precious and very expensive. I only have 2 of these, one for myself and one for you. This is a healing potion. You take it.
Okay. Știu ce e aia?
Sure, da.
Adică, no,
Da.
cât de eficace e.
Da, yeah. Okay, meaning
Okay.
this will heal you. If you are unconscious and on death's door, you drink it or you pour it on the wound and you heal up.
Okay.
Or if I fucking go unconscious, you can draw it on my face or something or put it in my mouth, make me drink it and I don't die. So it is a very good investment.
Wait, have you gone to our place? Was there anything left there?
If there was anything
Not
left,
destroyed?
then the priests and the knights would have already taken it. There's just charred wood, destroyed walls, shattered glass everywhere, just destruction, pure destruction. And there's dozens and dozens of guards and knights and priests there. So they are probably looking for something, I don't know. Probably for the coin.
Mă uit așa înfuriat. That was ours.
I know.
Worked for that.
I know. But your parents are smart. They wouldn't hide the coins, the real coin, underneath their home or in their home. He was a fucking pirate. I'm sure he's stashed on some island somewhere. I'm smarter than him. Mine is in the bank.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if you're prepared, we should go to Moren. Take the ship, it's faster that way.
Da, merem.
Okay?
Things are going fast.
Yeah. So, let's, nu știu, mă gândeam dacă să ne oprim aici, că ar fi un punct bun. Și am putea să ne oprim aici, sau să mai forțăm un pic. Posibil să se prelungească în 3 părți.
Ok. Ce, te așteptai să fug în lume?
Nu. Nu, eu cred că obosit, pur și simplu. Ok, let's play. So, you go out of his home. He locks everything. He shuts pune scânduri la geamuri, efectiv să așteaptă să nu se întoarcă cu lunile, nu știu, așa e, se pregătește pentru tot. So you leave the home din spate, cumva, and you're following him. He's really like light on his feet. He's stealthy as fuck. You follow him. He shows you how to move a bit, and you make your way towards the port. And as you arrive at port, you do see the familiar ship of Moren. And nu mai is... No, the plank nu mai e lăsat jos, nu mai sunt bunurile împrăștiate peste tot. Just sits there together with other of dozens and dozens of smaller or bigger ships that are all harbored here. And ajunge, fluieră, Jajariku face niște sunete dubioase, and at some point rope ladder comes down. Îți face semn, începi să te urci, and you go up, and there is Moren. Well, I've actually expected to see you in 7 days, in a week, not that fast. Come. I'm sure that Jajariku has already told you about our little game here. This was all your father's plan. But I mean, fate is a strange mistress. So here we are. Jajariku se apropie de Moren, îi dă un picior și zice, why the fuck did you give this boy a magical book? And Moren is like, magical book? I mean, he's probably the only one able to discern it, to decipher it. It was just a hunch. I gambled. So what? Yes, you fucking gambled, now he has magic. What? You have magic?
Question de împrejurim.
Yes.
Are balustrada nava și
Yes.
înaltă, nu?
Yes.
Gen nu poate să vadă cineva de pe...
Yes.
From the pier, what's on the deck.
Yes.
Ok. Da, atunci nu mă asigur mai mult de atâta. I don't know, I try to push a crate.
Ok, you push the crate.
Gust of wind.
Yes, you push the crate. Se uită la tine, se uită la the crate. Oh, fuck, I did it again. No, look, Ione. We all in this to make coin. I promised a friend of mine that I would bring his goods here. They are all fucking stolen, of course. I bribed the right people so they let me sell. I wanted to leave port in a few days' time. The book was to be a gift, actually. I'm sorry this happened. I'm really sorry. I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean for you to become a wizard or whatever you are now, an arcanist. I don't know. I don't even know what you are. But, and I'm sorry what happened to your parents. They're all friends. We worked together in the past. We wanted to make some coin. We wanted to teach you a lesson, to see how you would gamble, how you would haggle, how you would deal with so much coin at your disposal. They wanted to teach you a lesson. Your mother didn't know any of this.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
I understand all that. I don't care. I just want to see them. See that they're fine.
Alright. Listen, Ione, Jaja, you as well. You at least know what I can do. So, I'm in front. I'm fast. If there's too many of them, you can try to help, but please keep a distance. You stay back. I keep the front. See if I know the captain, I might convince him to let your parents free if they're still alive. If not, I'm going to kill every one of them. Jaja, aye. Again, this is your last chance to get the fuck off my ship. My friend's ship. And, I don't know, wait for us or leave Tidecrest or whatever. But if you're willing to come, then you do what I say. Everything I say. If I say duck, you duck. If I say run, you run. If I say dive in the water, you dive in the water. If I say stay put, you stay put. Alright?
Again, I asked this question that I asked him. Where else can I go?
Right. Yes or no?
Aye, Captain.
Alright, good answer. Good enough for me, zice Giada. Let's go. Ok, so, camione. Let me show you how this works. Și îți explică un pic cum funcționează. So, the vessel has some magical properties. That's how he can do it alone. So, this ship is stolen, of course. I need to bring it in one piece to my friend. Hopefully. If not, he's going to have my throat. So, right. Și îți explică like the general layout of the ship, what starboard means, what all those, nu știu, pirate terms and stuff like that.
Da.
And you begin to leave port in the middle of the night. So,
Mă așteptam să fie...
ce? Copirați?
Copirați. Deloc.
Ce?
Deloc nu mă așteptam să fiu cu pirați.
Prima parte.
Da. De fapt, se mai pot schimba chestiile.
Asta e prima parte. So, lucrurile o să se schimbe mult în timp, crede-mă. So, you leave port... Ce?
I'm young, lots of things happen in
Tu ai 12 ani.
years.
So,
30.
pe normal.
Se întâmplă multe, da.
So, you leave port in the middle of the night. You push through the night. Jaja la un moment dat o să vină la tine și zice: So, how are you? Ready for this?
This... what? I nod up to him and...
Well, for whatever comes. I mean, you've been through some shit in the last 24 hours. Not only what happened to your parents, but what happened with the magic too. How are you?
I'm angry, I'm shocked, I'm sad, frustrated. I looked at them and couldn't do anything. I couldn't do this before și fac efectul ăla de vânt.
Right.
Harmless sense.
Și-a scos cuțitul, instinctiv.
But now I can. Keep thinking of his face. Just get the feeling I want to see him burn, just like he burned down our lives. I want to kill him.
The one who took...
I want to kill him, Jaja.
Of course. Of course you want to kill those fuckers. I want to kill them too. They took my best friends. The only friends I have. Your father, you know, he saved my life. These fuckers from the Empire arrested me, they took me, they wanted to execute me. He burned down their ships. Burned everything down and he rescued me. Me and others as well.
He was so great all the time. Always looked like a bit amazed at how much energy he had and...
Always fucking smiling. Always smiling.
Beat them up a bit too, before they took him as well.
Yeah.
I've never seen him so angry.
Yeah.
What about Morin?
Oh, he's been around many years. He doesn't look the part, but he's over 100 years old. He's from the old Sun Kingdom. I can hear you, zice Moren. Just no saying nasty thing about my ass. Yeah, Thorn. Don't worry. I'm not. Just nice things. Thank you. He's been around for a while.
How does he know my father?
Both pirates. He's been around. There aren't that many of us. A few hundreds. And we all are nestled together. We were, actually. In the past, we fought against each other as well. We fought against the Empire, we fought against each other, but at some point this fucker and a few other captains decided to come together and create this alliance. It's known as the Trafalgar. And because of this alliance, now about almost the good pirates, we work together now. We do what we can against the Empire, against these corrupt fuckers.
Screw the Empire.
Yeah, no, fuck it.
They did this.
The Noirs, they are dangerous. The problem is, but I don't have time to think about this yet. What do we do if we manage... No. After we save your parents? Do we leave? Do we stay? That's up to them. But you and your magic, it's a whole other story. Right, about magic, I don't know the details, but you should try to hide that from the Empire. Just saying. You shut the fuck up, it's all your fault. Sorry.
Amore n-o zis asta.
Da, no. Fuck this fucker.
Dar mi-a zis pe ăsta în trecut să înjure atâta pe geam.
Nu, niciodată. Că ți arată adevărata față.
Așa.
Yeah, sorry. Master Ione.
I chuckle for the first time since the incident.
Yes, I managed to make you chuckle. Mission accomplished.
I heard you whisper the Greys.
Right, the Greys. The Greys, they are like the Noirs, one of the founding families of the Ganabal Empire. Wow, so positive. But they are alright. They have dealings everywhere, and they are the ones who control the seafaring vessels, the warship, the trade companies, everything. They are basically the rivals of the Noirs. They don't see eye to eye. They have problems with each other on many occasions. Man, they might help. I don't know.
We could.
I mean, it's been a while since the war ended. I've heard some rumors about Lord Grey. I believe he was exiled.
Why?
I don't know the detail, or home arrested at his home, I don't know. He did something in the war, I mean, I think he defied the former emperor. Wolfram. I believe he defied his orders or some shit. I don't know the details. I don't know, their power is dwindling. That's the problem. And the Noirs are gaining more and more confidence, power, wealth, and control. And that's not good. Hey, do you know anything more about them? More than Ziche? Yeah, I had dealings with with a few of them in the past. I mean, They are not originally from the Empire, they are actually from the continent of Rune. They migrated here over 500 years ago.
The Greys zici că au migrat.
The Noirs. The Noirs.
Noirs? Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck their caramel skin. Yeah, they come from Rune, that's true. They're not from around here. Yeah, zice Moren. They are magic users. Summoners, actually. Powerful magic users that come from an old kingdom that fell in the past. I believe 700, 800 years ago, something like that. The Kaladia kingdom. Yeah. Ah, fuck that. You should go and rest, Yune. We are going to keep watch. It's going to be a journey. And we need you rested to use your powers, right?
Yeah, guess I'll try to tire myself out first.
Alright.
I haven't tested how long I can keep this up. Suntem la mare, nu?
Da, sunteți pe ocean.
Și-
Da, pe mare.
Da, și dau cu firebolt-uri așa în
Okay.
aer.
Okay, so you actually can keep this up as long as you want.
Oh.
Being cantrips.
Și mă plictisesc după o oră. Și zic, well, see, seems like I can just do. I don't have to stop doing this at any point. As far as I can tell.
Moren zice, well, that's... Alright. Sorry again. I mean, you're welcome. Hope it helps.
Where did you even get this anyway?
It belonged to my friend who wanted to sell his wares. He found it in a rune somewhere. I don't know. It might be Kaladia related. Maybe it's old magic. Maybe it's something with those symbols. I'm not that good with magic. I'm good at using it sometimes, but not like you do. And yeah, I thought that I was giving you a nice book to read because your father told me that you like books. But in all honesty, I didn't knew what I was giving you. But maybe this is a twist of fate, and it might come handy later. Maybe it might even save your parents. So this was all planned.
Oh, yeah, you didn't plan to kidnap them,
Right.
that's for sure.
No, I actually did this to pay a debt off to your father. That's what I do. I owe debts, and I go around people to pay my debts and hunt demons.
You don't seem like a beggar to me, to then have to pay off debts.
Not the coin kind. I mean, sometimes, because I like to gamble. Sometimes I gamble too much, as obviously stated by you now having magic because I gave you a fucking cursed book or whatever. But
I don't think it's cursed. Well, actually, something weird happened.
of course it did. Well, your father is going to kill me if he's alive. So
Why? Then you would have saved him.
right.
He-
You do have a point. You do have a point, young Yone. That's true. Quick thinking, yeah. Yeah, no, he's not going to kill me. Your mother is going to kill me.
I don't know about the curse on the book. I mean, something weird happened right as the attack happened. I mean, before it. Wait, do you have a plank
Yeah, sure.
we can have hanging off the ship?
What, the book?
No. I'll just draw something on it, but it needs to be... the plank needs to not be above the ship.
Alright, let's do this. Și, pregătiți acolo și you draw the symbol on the plank?
Yeah.
Yeah, the plank is like, it's burning through it and leaves a hole in it. Huh. Right. Definitely not cursed. Ah, damn it. Another death, no.
What?
I don't know, I mean, you might need help. If everything's good and we save your parents, you really need to learn about this magic and to learn how to control it, so...
As long as I don't draw it, nothing happens. And I can just control the magic that I do.
Well, such powerful symbols... I don't know, I mean... just burn to the wood. But the book, that grimoire, is obviously able to hold all those symbols, so it's special, it's clearly magical. Of course it is.
Yeah, you'd think it would burn to the page on the book.
Yeah, but
that same symbol.
It doesn't. Right. This is old magic, ancient magic. Hope it's not fel. It looks more arcane to me. I don't know, you might need someone to teach you. Someone who knows about this shit. So your best bet would be Arun or Herminia.
Arun Continentul? So
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
I mean, this book comes from Arun, so... if it's old Arunian magic, so someone there... I know some people there. They might be able to help. Or Herminia. It's more local, I mean. And many arcane users, practitioners there, and there's a class, a special class, known as the Midnight class, where... Herminia, da.
Un personaj.
No. There's a Midnight class, they call it. Midnight classes. Underground classes. Sanctioned and protected by the Seekers. I have some connections there. I have an old friend there, Jadar is his name. And he's actually almost like you. He's a tabaxi, more of a cat person than you. And he might help you. He might be able to get you some connections to the Midnight classes, and you can actually attend university there. I mean, you're still young, but you need to be 15 years old to do that, so...
Yeah, that sounds like something I will consider after saving my parents.
Yeah, why I'm saying this is because I know that your mother is going to kill me, so I'm going to have to propose alternatives to help you. So I'm helping you to save my ass. Yeah, you should go rest, Yona.
Why is everyone so afraid of my mother? I don't get it.
Everyone should be afraid of your mother. I've heard legends of her. No, I'm kidding. But she's a good person. She loves your father, and your father loves her very much. She's also an old friend of mine.
Bine.
Right.
Mai studiez cartea, ce să fac?
Ok, mai studiezi cartea, te pui frumos să te odihnești și eu zic că e ok, e bun momentul să ne oprim aici. Și data viitoare o să continuăm direct cu The Pirate Hideout și să vedem ce urmează.
Da.
Ok, cool stuff.
Yes. Trebuie să fac research ca Călin să văd termeni de navigat. Asta.
Ok.
El le știe pe toate.
Da, le-o studiat? Ok, cool. Ok, mulțumesc pentru episod. Ne vedem data viitoare.